to Mummy's Mask, where we are forever in the Sphinx. Forever.
Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. I bursted Pluto's bubble last night. I was like, guess what? There's more than one map. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you guys are gonna be in the Sphinx for like 3 weeks. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm like
So sick of this
2, maybe
place.
3 more sessions.
I got like all this ability drain, like, but it's what's dumb about this is it's spread out. So I'm gonna have to cast restoration like 3 times just to get the 1 off each. And I know if I do it, I'm just gonna run into another one of those things. And it's gonna reapply
Yeah.
Yeah.
like immediately, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I'm really glad.
You know, there's a way to get
took the
around this,
time.
Pluto.
Is that just deal with having drain forever, like you've been doing?
No, I was gonna say suicide. Make a new character.
Make a new character. Well, it doesn't really matter because
He could be
it's pretty
undead.
hard.
They're
As I say,
immune
it's
to
pretty
it.
hard. It's pretty hard to make a PC that's immune to any ability drain. Like I've looked into it. You can become immune basically.
Oh,
Immune
that's
to
what I'm
energy
doing.
Drain. You can
Oh,
basically
not
become
yeah.
immune
You're
to
right. You're
energy
right.
drain,
Energy
but
drain,
not
not
ability drain. Ability drain's really
Yeah.
hard to deal with. Like there's not really a lot of ways to.
Surely there's a way to like. Well, actually, there's probably not a way to get like free cast of restoration. Probably not a way.
I think
Yes.
there might be
Take
limited ways
leadership
to
and get
do
into
it.
cohort.
And how does that help?
I mean, you still have to give them
What does
the
that do?
diamond dust, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is I want to
Then
not have
start
to
a
use as much
kingdom with a diamond
money
mine.
on diamond dust. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
I
we're
think
playing
though
Kingmaker.
I think there might be
Blood
be some ways to do
money
it.
or blood money. So you can get rid
blood
of
money
the.
would do it.
What's that?
Because you'd use
Well, I mean,
you would just
if
take
you
con
want
damage.
scars and stuff on your body, and you don't mind that, then you can use blood money. I was doing that
just
for a
follow
while
it
on
as long
my
as it's
Res of the
on.
Rune Lords. Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I was doing that on my Wizard for Res of the Rune Lords, and
Oh, it's strike
First
damage.
yeah,
level.
for most of Book 5, it was like, yeah, just keep doing it. Like, there's no consequence
That's
to
another
this.
spell
And like,
in
once
the
we got
same
out of the
round.
Rune Ford, I was like, oh man, my body's all fucked up.
Oh, it's a swift action. Okay. So yeah, that's interesting.
I was more sparing with blood money in Book 6.
If you
Charging
had
battery.
something, I don't know if they have, if it's a thing that like Robo components. If you had something like that, but they could do 100 gold, you'd be able to at least like once a day restoration some ability off. And if there was a divine version of like false focus, similar thing there.
Find
I
a
guess if you're
summons that has it as a spell-like ability. That's free.
that does it. The other way you could do it is okay. Here's actually how you actually do it. You find an arcane caster or a psychic. I don't know if psychic works. I know arcane. If you can find an arcane caster that gets restoration, I can't remember if witches get it or not. I have to look into that.
You guys ready?
Who gets
Yeah.
restoration? Yeah, I'm ready.
Excellent.
I'm just looking up silly stuff. I guess
Okay,
witches
we're
don't.
in
Yeah,
the
it's really
middle of
hard.
combat.
Alchemists.
Raz, you're in the middle of flank.
Woo.
This individual's turn. She's gonna flank sneak attack you in a
Do we have a
full
map?
round. Yeah.
Okie
Theater
dokie,
of the
good luck.
mind.
Okay, so do I get the sneak attack on all attacks because it's a flank?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a lot of attacks then. So I'm literally sorry.
No, go for it.
Wait, is number 3 still alive? Or did you take it down? Let's just check that first.
That's why
Yeah, it's still alive. Okay.
rogues usually
Yeah.
take 2-weapon fighting, because to maximize sneak attack, you maximize the number of attacks you get.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
it
boy.
Looks like we have 1, 2.
Not crit, at least.
3. Okay.
Traits don't
3
matter
hits.
that much when you're relying on sneak attacks. Though.
So a claw,
True, but
a sword, and a sword. Claw, sword. Which also means that I'm going to try to grab you. Okay, let's do the damage here. Hold on one second. I'm going to have to do the sneak attack damage separate.
His DR is going to come off twice then.
I'm aware of that, so I'm editing.
Okay.
Okay, and then the claw also hits. Let me edit that one.
I guess if I had still been playing Machias. No, I couldn't because it's not on the druid spell list. Never mind. Sorry.
Okay, so there's that one. That one. Plus the grab. Oop, I grab you. I got you grappled. And now you're closer to her.
Okay, dokie.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So she swings her short sword a whole bunch of times and then follows up with a claw and two claws and a sting. And Raz misses a bunch, but then ends up getting grabbed in the end. Tetty, what can I have a do? Oh, she wasn't in here. She was back here. I moved her up there because I was like, what's going on? Forgot we were still in combat. She will...
What was I planning to do last time? I don't even remember.
She's gonna do attack on this individual here.
I should take a
I
note.
think I edited comprehend languages in order to do that. I did. Okay. I hit Scorpion. Why is she targeting multiple things?
It might have been one she killed.
Yeah.
I definitely came in here for a reason.
Maybe.
I just don't remember why now.
And we're only doing a small amount of damage. 4 damage to it. Okay. Nimita. I'll be right back.
Wow, Nemetep, you scared her away.
Pluto, I asked you in
need Whiz
Discord what the
Pops to be
restoration
flanking for
strat
me.
was.
What? Whiz Pops, I need your help.
Uh,
I need your staff.
uh,
Send me your staff.
maybe.
You just have to wave it threateningly. You don't actually have to do anything with it.
Yeah, I can do it.
It's gonna be actually tough because he's gonna have to go through threat to get over there.
Yeah, I have a plan. Pluto, did you see my message? What were you saying about restoration at the end? Or said you're like, oh, the real way to do it is, and then you never said it, I think.
Oh no, I said something, and then I realized it wouldn't actually work.
Oh, okay. What's the thing that Star Fox or Matt or someone said?
Blood
Someone else
money?
said something about how to do it. No, after Blood Money, there's another idea. I thought.
Find a summons that has it as a spell like.
Oh, so you do like a summon creature or
Like
whatever.
probably like an angel or something.
Isn't it Nemetep's turn right now?
Yeah. I'm just I got buttons to push.
Yeah, secret.
And
also.
we're waiting for a secret to come back.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I can do this without her, so.
I'm trying to figure out what I was planning to do in here because I had like a plan. That's why I turned invisible and ran in the room next to Nematep. Do you still have
Boo! See, I can do it without her.
You still have more attacks though. I mean, they're just not with sneak attack.
Yeah. Oh, there's a threat. Hey, critical hit
Hey,
with a non-sneak attack.
That's something.
Not that we've done anything anyway, but I'll live with it. All right. The game master needs to leave more often.
Do you have like ability
Um,
damage right now or something? I think from like being poisoned earlier.
Yeah, because my
Charging
curse was
battery.
lifted and then I immediately got poisoned for exactly the same amount of dex damage. So I'm pretty much
Yeah.
straight right back where I started. But it's better than
Yeah.
having 12 dex damage with them stacked on top of each other.
Very true.
And
'Cause I
that
wonder
other
if I was-
curse that was giving me another
Which-
plus -4. I could have been -16. That would have been awesome. I'm done.
So Nimitep did a crit.
Which it would have been
damage.
time for that poison roll also, Nimitep, just before your roll. Because you still have it on you. And
There we
that
go.
is, well, don't get too excited. Who was it that poisoned you? Was it one of these? Do you remember? I think it was just one of these.
I think it was just one of these guys.
Okay,
It
you
wasn't
gotta
the
save
leader.
one more time, Nimitep.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's like save twice. So.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
it's one more duration that's counting down, so that's all good.
that's true. Okay, Nero.
Nero's gonna 5-foot step back and then blast.
We're back to the tokens not approving for whatever reason.
Yay!
Yay.
Burn it down. Switch back to roll 20.
Yeah. It's not Fantasy Grounds' fault at all. 100%. It's
Use
my mouse.
webcams with
Oh,
pen and
okay.
paper.
No, it's your mouse.
Yeah.
Like it's not letting one of the buttons work or something.
Hey!
Hey, Nero.
Like
Hey,
I
Why
use
for everybody?
my middle mouse button for my ult in Overwatch, and I'm sitting here like spamming it sometimes, like why isn't my ult going off? You know. So I ended up
I
like
think you
Nero
making
can
a
cast
secondary
Disintegrate without
button
casting
just in
Disintegrate.
case.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's a lot of damage.
I did more damage than your disintegrate.
To be fair, he didn't.
Yeah.
You critted, and if the disintegrated
I
crit, it would have been
did.
more.
I didn't crit with
Still-
my
But yes,
disintegrate.
that is funny.
so-
It makes
Well-
me happy.
The summon is gone.
You did it.
Hey, that helps
Good
a
job.
lot, actually.
No more flank on Raz.
Now
That
I
was my
can
hope.
get behind this thing
Oh,
easier.
yeah, but he is grappled still.
Yeah,
I
but
have
not
a
flanked.
Nimitep next to me. We're gonna full round Nimitep.
I don't think he was
And
flanked
Nimitep
'cause of
just
the
crit
grapple anyway.
him too, so
Oddly enough.
it's probably pretty.
Ah, see, it's fine.
It's fine.
Holy
Don't worry
crap.
about it. All
It's
right.
gonna
I'm
5-foot
going
step
to.
back though.
Fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna use a level 1 spell as a swift action to try to help Raz out here. I'm gonna cast Liberating Command on Raz, so you can make an escape artist check with a +20 bonus, and if you succeed, you can get out of that grapple.
Okay. Escape artists are just my CMB, right?
Escape artist specifically in this case, because it's
Oh, it's
using.
it's specifically escape
Yeah,
artist.
but it is with a +20 bonus, so even if you don't have ranks in it, it should be a decent
Sure.
chance of working. It's a level 1 spell, so if it doesn't work, I'm not too upset about it. No, that probably doesn't do it. All right, well,
So
In
he's
the
upset,
meantime-
just not too upset.
I think what I was planning to do in this case is pull out a scroll of heal and use it on Nematep. So I have a scroll. I don't have anything configured for it, but you get. I'm gonna remove all that ability damage, heal you back up to full health, remove the poison, and
That's
Oh
incredible.
my god.
go.
Oh, this is
do
a
your
full
thing.
heal. Wow.
Mhm,
Heal,
This is the
heal.
scroll heal. Yes,
That's
the
crazy.
scroll of
good.
heal. I think this is the right time to use it.
Yeah, I like that. Hey guys, I'm pulling out my 55-pound scroll of Whale of the Banshee.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I pull
Now's
out
the
my
right time.
handy haversack as a move action and just use it. And I'm still invisible. And that'll be my turn.
That's 10 hit points per caster level.
It should
or something?
be.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like. Is it 10?
And it is a
level?
minimum level heal, but I think like I mean, it's like a level at the minimum level on it is like 9 or something. So
I thought it was
'cause
10,
it's-
but I'm not sure.
Well, that clears up
um,
my wounds, and then it heals poison as well. You said?
Maybe it's
uh,
9. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I think so. Maybe let me check though.
Actually,
Maybe
I'm
not.
thinking
Yeah, it
druid,
does.
not
Yeah,
cleric.
it does. It has a whole list of like everything, and poisoned is one of the things on there.
And ability damage?
Blinded. Ability damage, blinded, confused, dazed, dazzled, deafened, diseased, exhausted, fatigued. So if you have any diseases on you, those are gone too. Feeble-minded,
Thank you.
insanity, nauseated, poisoned, sickened, and stunned, and also cures 10 points of damage per level of the caster to a maximum 150 points at 15th
Okay.
level.
Oh, so this would have
And
helped.
I
gladly.
forgot that I have fervor on me as well. I could have been using that for another attack, but I'll remember next time.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
No, you
On
have
very
haste
myself.
on too. You use fervor for the plus damage and attack, and use haste for the extra attack. Because I put haste
Hey.
on too.
You're right. I do have haste.
So yeah, it should be back at full health too.
I feel
Nero
great.
probably had haste too.
Thank
but
you.
he
Bada
got
bang.
the kill.
You don't even see me do it either because I'm invisible, but you know, you feel better all of
It
a
is
sudden.
touch.
That's
Cleric is
true.
11th caster level. Pluto, is that not the lowest?
No, you're probably right. I think it is 11 then. Anyway, yeah, the point is that it's gonna heal him to full health.
You're like full health, yeah. That's really good.
Soon I'll be able to actually cast that off of my normal spell list, like next level up. But
Yeah, that spell's
But I
so
don't-
good. That
yeah.
and Breath of Life just make me so happy.
I guess technically I have to. No, I don't have to. I don't even think I have to make a cast level check because it's cast level 11 and I'm 11. Even though it's not, I don't have it on my spell list yet. I guess technically I might have to make one, but it would auto succeed or something. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, yeah.
No, as long as it's on your spell list, you don't actually have to have it.
I just have to be the same. Yeah, I'm on the same caster level actually as the scroll, so I think
So it's all good.
I just cast it.
Okay.
And it looks like Raz is up.
Yeah, he's
Rez.
still grappled,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Yep, I'm gonna keep raging and I'm going to smack her.
Alright.
I guess you're just one-handed
Raz,
anyway.
smash.
So
I've got
really...
haste on me, so I'll use the Blessing of Fervor for +2 attack and +2 dodge, and I'm a whale on her. I've got power attack. Yep, reckless. It's fine if she grabs me, honestly.
Well, she already did, so
Ooh.
good thing you're fine with it, I guess.
Ooh. Ooh.
What's
Okay,
with
that's a good
all the
roll.
5s?
That's okay, I still hit.
It's fine.
It's 5.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... Whatever, I'll do this. I'm gonna go over here and touch Nimitep with the spell. And that spell is Greater Invisibility.
Are you invisible? I don't see you invisible. Number 2 is gonna take an attack of opportunity on you.
Really? How?
You're going through
It
its
has-
threat.
That reach, though.
Oh, is that diagonal there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the double. Even though it's kind of 15 feet, you have to give them that 15
Oh,
reach,
that's
or
right.
it breaks the
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I forgot how that worked. That's fine.
the geometry of
Okay,
this game.
That's me, I guess.
It's gonna try to claw you. And it hits. And you take some damage, and it's gonna try to
Okay.
grab you.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It succeeds.
Fine,
It's
I don't have
gonna
any spells
also
anyways,
constrict
so-
you. You're gonna take 6 more damage, and you're now
Okay,
next
do you want
to
me to do
it
that manually?
and grappled. Yeah. Mhm.
I have 2 temp HP left now. It's fine. Nimitep's invisible. We'll get the sneak attack damage, and it's all fine.
Nimitop's not invisible. I'm
He's still
Oh,
invisible.
it
within
went
reach.
before. Wait, so I still have my standard action then.
Yes.
Sure. You're grappled though, but yes, sure, you have your standard action. Would you like to do attack?
Would you like to make
But
it invisible?
Wouldn't he have cast moved? He
Yeah.
casts.
So I can still touch you with the.
Oh well, yeah. If you cast already, you still you can still touch.
Yeah.
Nimitop's still in range.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll still put it on Nimitep.
Yeah, that works fine then. That doesn't really matter.
Greater invisible on you
Okay, yeah.
for
So now
11 rounds.
Nimitop is invisible. Yep.
I'm sacrificing myself for you, Nimitep.
How selfless.
How
Round
very unlike Whiz
5.
Pops.
I know, right?
Wait, why is this on the combat tracker?
Well, I'm like out of spells, so
Uh,
I have to find things clever to do.
This fellow has a very deadness. I need to remove it from the combat tracker. There we go. Okay.
A very deadness.
Yeah.
Very, very medically accurate.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna maintain our grapple. I can get her sheet open. That helps. Okay, she succeeds, and she's going to do the claw damage. No, we don't get the sneak attack on this one, so here's this. Plus, she's going to constrict you. So you're going to take 6 more damage. And
So I take nothing.
then, she doesn't have...
Yeah, the constrict's affected by DR, isn't it?
It's physical damage, so.
Yep.
But I can full round you as well?
Nope.
No.
You
No,
took
'cause
your.
you used a
The
standard
creature
action.
took their standard action to maintain the grapple.
Well, why do they want me to grab
He had
you?
improved grapple.
This is pointless.
He had
Okay,
improved
well,
grapple. You
she's
could
got
do
you
two
grappled.
different things.
Actually, no. I'm
Like
gonna
she could
free
pin and
action
Well-
drop
I
you.
guess.
I'm gonna
Well, she
free
could have moved to
action.
a pin.
I already have plan. I'm going to free action drop you, and I'm gonna follow through. Wait, no, I can't. Whatever. I have you grappled. I don't fucking care right now. Teti is going to. I guess she's gonna come into the room. She'll have to take an attack opportunity if she does that, so she's not going to.
I'll duck down so that I don't get hit in the head.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, she's not moving. She's going to watch your guys' back because she's useless. Nimitep? I hate
Here we
having
go.
Teti. I really don't like her.
I like having someone buff me.
Some spells she can use from the back.
No, I
line,
don't
maybe.
like their build for her. Like, I should have, like, rebuilt her. I didn't know I wouldn't like it.
So,
Okay, I have
Nimitep, you can
invisibility on
use.
myself. Yes, I do.
You have the invisibility. You can use the +2
I'll just
from.
crit some more.
Oh yeah, you'll just crit some
thing?
more.
From
Hey,
fervor, you
your
can do
dice are on
+2.
fire right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, haste
The
attack.
Blessing of Fervor gives you damage or just bonus to attack?
Both.
Just bonus to attack.
Right.
But it doesn't
Oh,
stack with the
And
haste.
dodge.
So you have to make
Well,
that conscious
the-
decision because you already have haste on you.
No, you get +2. It stacks with a haste attack
Right.
bonus. It doesn't give you
He's just
2
not
extra
using.
attacks.
You just can't use it to get 2 extra attacks. That's the main thing with it.
Yeah, I understand that.
So yeah, you knock it unconscious and I'm free. Thank you, Nimitep. My plan worked.
Darn, now I actually wish that I had Shuriken because I could continue my flurry, but I don't.
Darn.
Okay, I'm done.
If I had the turn to ready an action there before you, that would have been so good. I would have readied Shadow Evocation. It would have been the most amazing thing in the
Yeah.
history of all amazing things.
Nero's gonna move forward.
Okay.
Kind of like.
I'll
that
probably
we're
still
healthy
do
now.
it, but I mean, it just won't be as
I'm
cool
looking
'cause you
forward
wouldn't
to
be able
this
do it
amazing thing.
mid-flurry. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it mid-flurry, which would have been even cooler.
And then I will blast her.
Okay.
Snaking out of Rasthak's way. No cover for you.
It's a good roll. Yeah, yeah.
You hit. Boom.
Bam.
Ow.
You're all washed up.
Is that Nero's punchline?
Yeah,
we bet you.
one-liner.
Lol. Where are we at?
Oh, I can't actually see Nematep though, can I? So that's not gonna work anyway.
No.
Oh well.
Nobody can now.
Backfired on me a little.
Well, Wiz can.
Except for
but-
Wiz Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
So,
one's unconscious?
Yeah, that changes that plan. I was gonna telekinetic charge you, and I'm like, if I was able to like ready an action, like when this Scorpion Man dies, I kinetic charge as a ready action. Like you could fly over to this guy, get a free immediate action attack, and then also finish your flurry. It would be pretty good.
That's curious.
But I can't see you, so actually that doesn't work. So in that case, I'm going to I guess I do. I have haste. I'll move over and while still invisible. And I'm just gonna cast freedom of movement on Raztak. Get him out of that grapple for sure. So I put it on myself. Whoops.
Oh, you're gonna make me get out of the grapple, but she does so little damage while she's grappling.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah,
probably
the
realized
grapple
that
guy's
and is
pretty
gonna
good
let
for
you go anyway, most likely. But
So why?
at least because it's gonna make it easier for you to hit him now,
Okay.
since you're gonna go
Okay.
before her.
Well, I'm no longer grappled.
Now then, my turn.
Okay. Raz?
I will make my attacks. Can you remove the grappled condition off me? Thank you.
Don't hit her yet.
Keep
Let me remove
raging,
it from
and
her as
I'm
well.
going to. Okay.
Okay, you should be good now.
All right. I attack her.
Wow, she's still up. No, wait, you had one more attack. Oh, she is still up.
And
Okay.
and I tell her after all these attacks, I tell her to surrender. We're not trying to kill your people.
Except for Wiz Pops, he might be trying to kill your people.
Rizzpops has killed her people. Rizzpops?
He's killed before, and he'll kill again.
I
The
don't
Osirian
have
Strangler.
anything useful to do. I'll do nothing. I'll delay.
Rizzpops' future life is gonna be like with a bag. He's gonna strangle people just like that old lady.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm delaying.
It's the scariest old lady you'll
Uh-oh.
ever see in your life.
Uh-oh, I hit the down arrow and it went to something that's not on the combat tracker.
Yeah, that's a lot of things. That's like a lot of things that you guys didn't kill
Oh,
that may still
okay.
be alive. They just end up at the bottom
Maybe I
of the
shouldn't
combat
hit that button.
tracker because they still exist, technically.
Okay.
Her. Yeah, she is still up. She's gonna fall around you, Raz.
She's the last one.
She
Okay.
ain't giving in. She's not giving
I
in.
literally have no spells that do damage, or else I would have
I
helped.
will not
Fighting
bow.
to the death to uphold the contract. And
I mean, I can bloody do that.
Our
not a
reputation.
Does she
problem.
say that?
no.
Okay, I was like, okay, I would have said something.
No. We're not flanking anymore. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but Layla's like right there.
I'm invisible, though.
Oh, okay.
So a sword hit and sword hit. Okay. 2 sword hits. And she is going to 5-foot step to the side here. No, she's not gonna. She's gonna stay right here. And Teti's keeping watch. Thinks you guys have that handled, as she doesn't see any scorpions in there. Nanotap? I should get this in Druid spellbook.
Okay. I will scooch all the way over here.
Should put greater invisibility on you more often.
Yeah, probably.
In fact, you reminded me I'm invisible, so unless she can see that,
Yeah.
I will scooch. Is this square behind her available? You know what? I
Sure.
don't even need to flank.
It
'cause I'm
doesn't matter.
invisible. It's been so
You're
long.
invisible.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Nothing.
That's like I
nothing
said, I should
matters
do
right
that
now.
more often. Oh man.
And yet,
It's
and she's unconscious.
good job.
Okay, we're out of
Ah,
combat.
damn it. I was gonna give her a warrior's death, Nematap.
Still.
Why do you have to make this
Barricade the
harder on them?
room. We need to rest.
Nah, we're
We
fine.
could sleep in here.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, no. I mean, there's like no way to get in here. There's one door to get in.
Well, what about this
says-
other door?
Teti says, "Don't you teleport? Why don't you just teleport and come back?"
Yeah.
Well, Teti, don't
Because
you?
that
Isn't
costs
your
spell
specialty
slots,
guards
Teti.
and wards? Couldn't you just put up
Guard and ward
magical?
us?
I mean,
I
words
only
will
have so
slow
much magical
things,
juice.
not stop them. Can't you feel the
I-
evil presence in this place? I really don't.
I
wanna
sure
linger
can.
I
in
feel at
here.
home. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
Look what
Wiz
happened
Boss
to
is like,
the.
wow.
Look what happened to the other Sphinx people that came in here. We don't want Teti getting corrupted and stuff.
Okay, good
Okay,
point. Yeah, we should probably
I'm
not
willing to
stay in
accept
here.
that.
Let's check this last room here, and then let's get out of here and come back tomorrow. I have nothing left, guys. I'm out of juice.
Oh, just as a reminder,
the
you
whiz
guys
has run out of pops.
did not check the other room.
That's right. It was all full of dust and stuff. I we haven't actually gone in there yet.
Okay, yeah, let's check rooms and things.
What's over here?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just going to check through this door first. The archway. Oh, stairs
Oh
up.
boy, there's
Yay!
stairs.
Are they up or down?
Or are they flat?
A stone
Maybe they don't actually-
staircase
Ridges.
leads upward to a steep angle.
Okay. So they are leading up.
Okay.
So yeah, let's stay away from that. Let's check this room we're in, this other one we passed, and guys, I literally am like running on fumes here.
Well, what do you have?
I'll search
I
this
have.
room while Wiz Pops tells Raz what he has.
I'll tell him. Yeah, and I'll type it out so you don't have to listen to it.
I am disturbed by what Wiz Pops has.
Don't we have to pull these scorpion people out too?
We will, because if we're leaving, then we'll do that.
Do you have any more uses of that one thing that lets you like the one to like undead stuff? I think you still have uses of that, right?
I
Like
have
your
Halt
class
Undead.
ability?
Oh,
No,
of
the thing that lets you make thaumatropic
oh,
spells.
the yeah, I have not used. I've used one use of that today, according to.
Okay, so we still have more of that if we run into anything else.
If it's undead, sure, but we haven't been fighting a lot of undead.
No, we fought plenty of undead. Maybe not this like
Yeah, not.
maybe
the
not this
most
like last
recently.
session. But the first time I came in here, there was a ton of undead stuff. That's not a bad list of
Alright.
spells.
It's pretty bad. I mean, I have 2 innervations, but I only have 1 true strike left.
Wall of Force is good.
Yeah,
Wall
Wall
Force
of
is
Force
good.
would
I
be
can split
good.
something up.
You can wall
what do
something
you
off from us
do?
if we need to like get out of here.
You have
Undead's
like
great if
acid
there's
splash
undead.
or something.
No.
No.
You don't have any cantrips that deal damage.
No.
No, we've been over this many times.
Ouch. Okay.
He doesn't believe in those.
almost never need it. Like I believe in cantrips that deal damage until like level.
He just believes
8.
in having the party rest
At that point, I don't need
frequently.
it.
That's all.
Right.
Mhm.
At least you can use your
it's-
mirror
yeah,
image
it's-
and not die so fast.
I've even tried to tell him to get like
Yeah.
spells like flaming sphere and like one of those, or
Right.
you know, chain of perdition or things like that you can fire off and then do multiple things with over the course of a battle. And he's like, nah, I'll just fire off one spell and then be like, I do nothing the rest of the combat now.
I mean,
Way more fun.
I prepared 3 fireballs today and 2 haste for 3rd level spells, so that's why I didn't have a flaming.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, but I mean,
yeah,
like,
I'm good with whatever.
how
Yes,
many
I have
rounds
spells,
did
but
that
they're not like
combat go?
useful spells.
6
Yeah,
rounds.
Six
no,
rounds
it,
of
Flaming
combat?
Sphere would have been pretty good.
Like, so one flaming sphere for 6 rounds or 6 spells?
I mean, it's
technically
not like you
one
can't
fireball
also
that does-
cast 6
that
spells.
does more damage than the flaming sphere over 6 rounds,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
but you
don't
can
know,
always
it's up
use
to you.
our damage too.
I'm just saying, when I
Yeah,
play,
no,
it's the way I like to play is I don't like when I have those turns where I just stand around and don't do anything. So I think it's good to have those just so at least I get a roll.
I mean,
some
I've had
dice,
very
but
few of
I don't
those.
know.
I'm just saying,
I
like,
love
now
it.
I'm out, so it's like,
I love it
If
on
we
my
keep
wizard
going,
when I
I'm
can
gonna
just
do
like
it
sit
now.
back and do nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess.
That's why what you should be doing is dumping a couple of points into intimidate and just trying to like demoralize. Or
Oh, there you go. That's
something.
another good way to do too. Just yell
I
at
can
people.
intimidate.
Just
Sure,
yell at
I have
people.
intimidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Get
plus
off my
10 to
lawn!
intimidate.
If you
I
have
think the
their
only thing you
language or
found,
you're
Nimatep,
speaking
is
in their
stairs.
language, you can intimidate
Okay, I'm
targets. As long as they
No,
understand
I
what
mean
you're
in the scorpion
saying.
room.
Oh,
We
Yeah.
also look at their bodies.
Ah, you guys want to actually inspect the room then?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
We'll,
let's look at the
we'll do
room.
Okay.
I'll detect magic.
All right. Well, you guys looking around the rooms, you guys find the same things on the scorpion people as you did before. She's got different items. And there's no parcel for her, but supposedly they updated her, so let me check and see if the updated one has it. Nope. There's no parcel for her either. I should have just told them all bosses might not have parcels. Because now I'm like one at a time. Every time I run into one, I'm like, this doesn't have a parcel. This doesn't have a parcel. This doesn't have a parcel. And they keep like posting, okay, fixed. Okay, fixed. Okay, fixed. And it's like, well, why am I the one discovering all this for you? 1 second. I'm just jotting something. Okay. This character, no parcel for items. Gonna post that on their forums later. I'm gonna have to try to guess if I have this shit or not. Anyways, for the things in the room that we do have a parcel for, among the mundane tools on the tables are 2 sets of masterwork artisans tools, one for armor smithing and one for weapon smithing.
Okay.
Cool. So this is like a forge or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a fire.
Well, the
or
forge was
something
further
going on
down,
there.
right? I
And
thought.
then
Maybe that's a different game. There's a forge room.
a silver bonfire burns within a wide rectangular pit in the chamber, giving off a considerable amount of heat and shedding dim white light that reflects off the polished shields affixed to the vaulted ceiling. Stone workbenches form a half circle around the pit next to a long stone thofts. A brick kiln sits to the far side of the pit. Against the walls, more tables hold various tools and implements. So yeah, a
Okay.
forge. And then on her, I don't have the parcel yet, so I'm still working on that. Let me see if I have those. Either. Okay. Well, on her you find 5 bottles, potions, and she's wearing what seems to be magical leather armor, and her short sword seems to be magical. She has 4 masterwork daggers and 272 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
Let me just type in her name and see if it comes up.
Let's hand the potions and magical armor and dagger, or no, short sword, to Wizpops and ask him to identify
Short
it.
sword, potion.
The
How
thing
many
exists,
things?
it's just not on the character sheet.
Use the
I heard
identify
5
wand.
potions.
Oh yeah, I'll use identify wand. God damn it.
So it's plus 10 to those numbers then?
Down to 48 uses left.
Okay. And I
So
don't really care
39
for
and
spell
44.
crafting, so you just automatically know what they are. It's a +2 short sword, +2 leather armor.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, especially with the wand of identify.
+2 leather armor. Surely someone,
Do you
one
want
of our roguey
Do you want to
people
wear
wants
that, Wizpops?
You got
it gives
2
me arcane
potions
spell
of
failure, right?
cure serious wounds,
Yeah, it's fine.
and 2 potions of spider climb.
Spider climb.
Spider climb. That's interesting.
That's always
No one
good.
wants +2 leather armor. That seems good. Maybe not though.
Well, it's not enough armor for me because I don't have
not
that
for
high of
you
a dexterity
or
modifier.
Nimitep. I was thinking for like Nero or Layla.
The other guys don't have
Layla,
magical
you have your
stuff,
shadow
so-
armor, I guess, huh?
Yeah, the armor doesn't actually do anything for me.
What armor does Nero use?
I feel like he's got something better than a +2 leather.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess.
But he does use armor.
Nero,
I'm gonna
Nero
unlock
has the mist
tokens
mail.
for the moment. Because I can't approve
That's right.
your guys' movement, and it's kind of frustrating.
Okay.
Alright, so just be aware that you can, like, jump over walls and shit, and nobody can stop me. I have the power, do not abuse it!
I have a cure serious already, so I
Layla
don't need
steps
another
into
one.
a trap. Kaboom!
Yeah, I don't
Whoops.
need the
What?
armor.
There was a trap outside the wall over here?
There
I don't
was.
believe
There was
it.
traps earlier, and Nimitep said, walk around them. So you guys did. So hey,
Oh, okay.
there might be more.
Perhaps we could give
Nimitep
our
took all
spider
that?
climb to Nero and someone else.
I'm taking some
Actually-
spider climb.
Raz and Nero.
Actually,
yeah.
no, I
I
have
could.
the slippers.
Wait, who has? You have
I have the
slippers
slippers to spider climb, so I don't need it.
okay.
What if I
So yeah, give it to
sunder your
Nero and Nimitep.
slippers?
So Layla
Well,
and
then,
Nero should take the
then I
spider
need
climb,
new shoes.
right?
Yeah.
That's true. Does anyone have anything they don't want to carry? I do have my
Wait, I have a
bag here.
wand of scorching ray. When did I get that?
I don't know.
It has 6 uses. I mean, that would have been amazing to use. I'm like, I can do no damage. It's like, no, I have a wand of scorching ray right here.
Maybe the game master gave that to you and forgot
I was,
about
I
it.
was,
I
I was
don't
going through my
remember.
scrolls. I'm like, these scrolls aren't that useful here. But then I didn't look
Yeah.
in the W section for wand. I forgot
I
had
usually like
anything
for
useful.
my arcane casters get like a wand of magic missile or something like that, even if it's a low caster level, because that's just always something you can fall back onto.
Definitely worth doing.
Yeah.
Usually, at least.
I
I mean,
saved
then
all
sometimes
my.
you fight
Well, I
stuff where
spent
everything
all
has
my money
shield,
on that
but-
staff, Pluto. The staff
Yeah.
I've been trying to craft for like 6 sessions, and we make progress because we need that. That's the other reason I want to sleep is to make staff progress, even though it's
Yeah.
only it's half progress because we're adventuring this day. But as long as I have at least one 6th level spell slot, we're good. I make progress. And
Yeah.
it's double progress because I am raising the DC by 5. So it actually ends up being even progress.
Well, I'm good with either way. Like, if we want to go out, I'm fine with it. But I could keep going if we needed to. I have a few spell slots of every
Yeah,
level
I mean,
left.
now that I see this Wand of Scorching Ray, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, we could probably do another fight or two. If you guys... I still have my, defense abilities. I have my
Yeah.
mirror
I think
image,
it's also
I have my
reasonable
dim
just to
door.
like
I have my quick
drag all
advantage.
these scorpion guys back out.
So we check that room. Let's check the room by Nimitep then. I'll
Okay.
mosey on down here.
Is Raz okay? He looks like he's a little beat up.
Yeah,
A little.
just a little.
Well, you're not even below half, so you're not bloodied
No.
yet. So that's a little beat up.
Oh no.
Hey, you guys gonna take these potions? The daggers, I think.
Man,
are
I
those.
don't bleed very much. Potions? Cure serious wounds? Yeah, I'll take them.
But you can quaff a couple back right now if you need.
I
And
should.
Layla, do
I
you
have
want the
so
spider
many.
climb?
Just keep in mind that if you have burn damage, you have to put it back on.
I guess you can fly too, can't you?
The subdual burn? Yeah, I have one burn,
Yeah.
so no
Right,
worries.
So
I
when
can
when
put
you
that
use
on.
a potion or
Okay,
whatnot, you'll have to
Nimtep took it.
reapply it.
Okay, and the daggers will leave. We can get rid of those.
Okay, let me see. I'll do my potion thing by myself. I just gotta look at how many I have and what I want to use.
I was gonna open up the druid spell list.
I actually don't have any cure light. It's just all cure moderate and serious.
Yeah, I think I have one serious and one moderate.
Oh.
Okay, so that one is that mod is 9.
A level 4 druid? Oh man. She's not very high. Going to the bull strength. She's gonna change her spells next time you guys rest.
Oh, that was like the super good one. Darn. Oh well. Okay, I'm fully healed. I only have 11 subdual damage, and I used
Subdual
5
damage.
cure mod. It's from
Subdual
burn.
damage gets. Oh, it's from burn. Never mind then.
Okay, I'll get ready to look inside this room when Raz is prepared.
All right, I'll come down here.
Okay. Close this here.
So let's see what kind of shenanigans are in the dusty room.
Close, 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 close. Okay. So you're gonna open the door. Right? It's a dusty room. Just as described before.
Then I will check for traps and then move in.
Okay. So you don't think it's trapped, and you start to move in,
Okay.
and your first footprints in the room like just make little puffs of like dust, because that's
Dust,
how
okay.
long this room has not been attended. But dust is still getting in through the cracks of the general building.
The sound gets everywhere. It's really gritty.
It does.
Ugh.
And you start to investigate the room. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Although I'm suspicious that they have never used this room for so long that it got dusty, but you know, we got to find out one way or the other.
All right. So you just see that there are 3 bare wooden easels that stand angled towards each other. There's a small table nearby that holds the remains of several dried up paint pots and a few wooden brush handles. Their bristles eaten away by time. And then you hear this like moaning whisper of the wind that just seems to fill the room. And
That's not unusual.
out through the wall appears a creature. Everybody roll initiatives.
Nope. Okay.
Nimitep,
Uh-oh.
you're gonna get to act in a surprise round.
2.
What was that -2 from on Wizpops?
Sorry, what? About me?
Oh, you have the grapple condition on you still.
Does he?
Oh, I shouldn't have that.
Okay, let's see. All right, do we got everybody on? I'm gonna get Teti to reroll. Okay. So, surprise. It's gonna get to act as a surprise before you, Nimitep.
Okay.
But this incorporeal thing comes through the wall. And it's like hold on one second.
Here you go, Whiz Pops. Undead.
Yay!
Yes. I just don't know it's there.
Yeah. Can incorporeal things just charge through walls on a surprise round and get an attack? I don't think I've ever done that before. It's not difficult terrain for
I
it,
think
is
the
it?
only wrinkle might be if it can't see to begin with, because I think you need to see what you're charging before you do it. But it might have some special sight, to, like life sight or something anyway.
That's...
So. If it can see me, then I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be able to charge through a wall, which is not an
No,
obstacle
it can
for
sense you, but it can't see you. So yeah, no charge. Okay, so that is its surprise round then, is like literally like surprise coming up and
Appearing next to you.
revealing itself to you.
Yeah.
And so how would you
That's how I
like to
typically do
react?
things
step
anyway.
if it's there.
Yeah. Surprise! Ooh.
Okay.
And by description, this individual, they're dressed in, even though it's incorporeal, they're dressed in like very, very, very ancient, like looking clothing, like ancient Osirian kind of styling, and it looks like almost like a painter, so to say.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that, like they have a smock on or something, whatever
Right.
the Egyptian equivalent is.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll call out. There's some sort of specter or ghost in here. Actually, I'll skill it. Knowledge.
Knowledge. Layla, are you still invisible?
I probably still am because mine lasts for minutes. Depends on how long we spend in here, though. But I cast it
And
in the
my
beginning, like
greater
during this
invisibility
fight.
is likely
Yeah, the
gone.
greater visibility's gone, but mine's probably still up because mine lasts for 11 minutes, and I don't think we spent more than 11 minutes in here.
So your allies might be like,
You
where's
spent maybe.
Layla?
I mean, I've been talking to him during the time, but yeah. Fervor would be gone, haste would be gone. Freedom movement would still be on, though. And yeah, I think my invisibility would still be up.
Nimita. You've heard of
Okay.
these before.
Oh, okay.
You think this might be a banshee?
Oh, they make noises, don't they?
Oh boy, do they. They wail at people. Things that you're gonna know is that they are incorporeal, they have undead traits, and they are weak to sunlight specifically. And their touch does negative energy and bestows terror upon you. You also know that they can be relatively hard to hit and get away from.
What we need is for whiz pops to disintegrate this wall behind them so the sunlight comes in.
Oh my god. I don't have any more disintegrates.
Oh well. I guess I'll just try and punch it with my magic fist.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me pull something up here really quick. I just want to make sure I know what I'm doing here.
This is still the surprise round, right? Single action?
Yeah, if you're 5 foot stepping, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just one additional thing. Oh,
Yep.
you're not range attacking it, so okay. That's fine.
No.
It seems windy like.
Okay.
Okay, you hit. Your unarmed strikes doing magic attacks? They
Yeah, I
count
have
as magic?
an amulet of magic fang.
Okay.
Also,
Oh,
as
and
long
I
as you
have
have
Kai
key
strike.
points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you got it configured, then it should do its thing.
Yeah.
Are you still greater invised? I don't think so.
No, I'm not.
No.
I need to take that off you. That would have affected
Oh.
your roll.
Yes.
Looks like it canceled out your whatever.
And
Wait,
something's
no.
not configured right anyway.
You still have the -2 +4 on you for that, so that canceled out. So it would have
Crane style. Yep, that's fine. I did trigger that.
Yeah, you still would have hit if it was just a 2 difference there. Okay.
Okay.
Still did no
So
damage,
it still
though.
says I did 0 damage, so something is not quite right. Do I have this configured? The wording proper?
Might have extra DR too. Oh.
I don't think I've ever seen an
Immune to
incorporeal thing with
non-lethal.
DR.
And
Oh, sorry.
you still have your
That's the
non-lethal on
problem.
you.
Just a sec. Yeah, that's my fault here. I wouldn't try and non-lethal this thing.
We gotta kill it this time, Nematep.
We got to return it to its rest.
So that would have just been
Yes, we
It's
do.
already dead. So it would be 6 damage.
6. Yeah, let me pop that on it. Okay.
I actually don't have very many
That's
rounds
it.
of rage left.
All right, I'm gonna lock tokens now, though. All right, Layla. Oh, it's not Layla. It's round
I'm
1.
stepping away just for a moment.
Okay. We
Oh,
should-
is it its turn? I'll wait for it to finish up.
Okay, I was gonna say we're about to do stuff.
Oh, wait. Why did my crane style fall off here? There we go. Is it going to do what banshees do?
Yeah. I'm just thinking though, I'm like, you're like right next to me. I can just touch you and tear you if I succeed, or I can wail and have
Yeah,
you flee
absolutely.
from me. I don't know. It's like, Well, it's not flee. Well, it is flee, but it's
Can't it
also
just like
second.
can't it just kill people with by screaming at them too? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
The creature within 40
Ah.
feet begins the wail. Any creatures that end their turn within the radius must make fortitude saves. Creatures under the effects, fears, blah, 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 blah. We're gonna touch. We're just gonna touch. She hasn't
Everybody wants to touch the catfolk.
recognized that like others are
Yep.
here yet, so it's just you.
Yeah.
So
That's
we're
good
gonna
for
do
us because
Okay.
Nematep actually is mostly dodge AC, so you might actually not get
Yeah.
hit.
Okay, let me just make sure I have all my things.
Banshee wouldn't have any way to necessarily know that yet, but
Okay, and target.
Actually, the mage armor is force effect too, so technically that works.
Man, yeah, that will help you. But
Oh,
no, I
the
guess
rolls
it's
like that.
Is quite the high.
why is this a Mantis game?
No.
We're at the level where
guys,
43 is
I'm
pretty
not-
reasonable,
I
actually.
mean, is
Sure,
this
we can
CR
do this.
higher than you guys? Yes.
I'm not sure we
Absolutely.
can win this fight.
This is a room
Wow.
you did not have to go into.
This is
Okay.
a room we had no reason not to go into.
I need you to roll a will save.
It was terrifying how you were laughing at the beginning of that sentence and then you were dark at the end.
Okay.
I may
need
be
you
evil.
to
I
roll
don't know.
a will save.
Yeah. Okay, so Nimitep. Well, that's not too bad. Nimitep, you're gonna cower in fear for 1 round.
Is this different than a panic?
Hold on one second.
Yeah, you don't run away, I
initiative?
guess.
26. Okay.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I'd rather
Okay,
run
failure
than
means
cower.
that the victim cowers in fear for 1d3 rounds. If the target is protected against fear by a dispellable effect such as Hero's Feast or Mind Blank, the Banshee's attempts to dispel. Okay, negative
Okay,
energy
it's just
damage
a
caused to
special
the
thing.
Banshee cannot heal. It's mind affecting. Yeah, yep, you just cower.
Oh, it's mind affecting. Well, I'm mindless, so it's all good.
Yay! I
need to
came
find a
into
way to
this
drop my
game
intelligence to
with an
0.
intelligence of 1. Can I do that, Game Master? Just put a leash on me.
Orc.
I want to play as a construct with no intelligence. I'm gonna play as the fucking golem thing that we got, the mech. I'm gonna
Eberron,
actually be
the
the mech.
Warforged were golems constructs.
Okay, Nimitep is cowering.
Scary.
Yeah, this thing, all you hear is like just kind of moans and windy sounds. But if Nimitep alerted you guys at all, then there's that. Layla?
I did call out that there's a ghost lake thing in here.
Sure. I got like a long ways to move, but let's see here. This fucking map, I swear. Alright. I can get over near the door where I can see Nematap cowering, and I guess I can. I mean, this doesn't really actually help all that much immediately, but because I unfortunately did not beat your initiative, would have been better otherwise. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna cast Remove Fear on. Which I really need to make an effect for this, probably, but whatever. Because it could end up mattering actually. But anyway, I'm gonna cast Remove Fear on Nematep, myself, and Whizpops, I guess. I can only do it on 3 people, I believe, right now.
Okay.
Targets 2 creatures, no too much. 1 creature plus 1 per 4 levels. So yeah, I only get 3 right now. Next level, I'll get another one. But anyway, so yeah, me, Whizpops, and Nematep have Remove Fear, so that'll suppress the current fear effect on Nematep.
Okay.
And for 10 minutes, you have an effect which, if it does the touch wall, I might try to dispel, but it's a +4 morale bonus against fear effects for 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
That's my turn.
I just realized that I have a thing on Hallowed Necromancer that makes my DCs 1 higher against undead.
That's pretty
I
useful.
didn't know that.
And Nero?
Well, I hear
Undead
this
Crusader
going on, correct?
Yeah, you've heard some noises, and Layla's probably alerting you as well.
I'll do a 20-foot walk. And I still can't bloody see it, can I? Or can I look out in the door frame?
You would have to like go in the door or into the room if you want to see it, or more closer to Raz, I guess.
So, but yeah, it would be like in the doorway. So yeah, no, I can't see it from here. So I have to double move to do anything.
Okay.
Now we'll go there.
Okay. Nero goes into the room, and you see like Nimitep cowering next to this thing.
Ah, bloody.
Well, it's
hell.
actually suppressed now, right? actually. So maybe Nimitep's now
Yeah,
standing back up.
Nimitev's not cowering. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not cowering right now, but I mean, it's rough because it's still gonna get to go before.
Okay, and so that's your turn? Teddy says, what's going on? And we don't have anything for incorporeal things other than a couple more
I do.
bolts, which she needs like direct line of sight for that. So she's gonna come over here and I guess nothing. Wait. She's gonna wait.
I have a metakinesis, so I'm good.
Yeah. All right, Raz.
Oh boy. So we're fighting this thing? Alright.
I think so. We're gonna get Whale of the Banshee though.
Oh, I
We're
know.
all gonna die.
I'm not saying anything, but I know all about this creature. Alright, so I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna rage. But
assume
seeing that it is a
Banshees have Whale of
ghost,
the
and
Banshee.
we did fight something incorporeal once before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
we have.
So
Yep.
I know I'm not going to do as much melee damage. So I'm not going to rage for strength. I'm going to rage purely for con. For con. I want a big fortitude save.
You want Barbarian Death Syndrome.
Well, the funny thing is that if I take the full damage, I still don't die. I have more
Okay.
health than it does damage.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
not-
get 6 more con from this, so I get +3 per level, so it's 33 extra. So my health actually goes to 170.
It's pretty good.
I could take a full hit, but
Okay.
not like that touch and a thing. It's just like one hit. All
Yeah, I
right,
don't
so
know
I'm
what
gonna
anything
rage
does. I
in,
assume Banshees
and
cast Whale of the
I'm
Banshee,
going
and I have a
to
roll of it.
I'm gonna power attack. I'm not gonna reckless. Just and maybe I should reckless. My AC doesn't matter very much here. In fact, neither does my buckler, because it's touch AC. So yeah, I just need to two-hand this thing. I'm gonna draw my. I
Something
think my
magical.
battle axe still does the most damage because it's a +2 weapon. My adamantine
Two-handed.
heavy flail
Mhm.
can't crit. So yeah, I'm just gonna wield the battle axe two-handed. I'm gonna two-hand power attack myself.
Mhm.
Okay. Gotta edit this real quick for two-hand damage. Okay. So I get one attack here. I miss. Okay, that's my turn.
Rip. But it was 420. That's what matters.
It was. I
Oh,
rolled
man.
low, that happens.
Alright, number 1, Layla, I need to know what square you're in.
I don't fucking know what square I'm in. God damn it. This map's bullshit.
You're nuts.
She's where
Put you
she
there.
is.
That's what square Layla's in.
Okay,
And the other square cannot see through the doorway.
I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan. Okay. So you're saying the only square that can see through the doorway is between Layla and the door? Is that correct?
Correct.
Then I'm gonna go there.
I feel like maybe the one right below me could see it too. Maybe. Be
Whatever.
tough.
God, this is Okay, first I'm gonna acknowledge it now. Additional, I know. God damn it. Okay, probably not. But I know it's it's a banshee, right?
Yeah. Yep.
It's incorporeal, so I'm going to cast Halt Undead. That is affected by the ectoplasmic spell meta magic to make it affect. I really hope this works because it will be amazing if it does.
Is this a range attack?
Just a spell.
It's a save.
It auto
Yeah,
saves.
made it.
This banshee
So,
says
okay, so
no.
here's where I need to like ask Layla, do you like where you are right now, or do you want to be somewhere else?
I don't know.
All right, do I know if this thing can cast Wail of the Banshee as per the scroll I have in my backpack?
It's not the scroll.
No, it works a little different.
Okay. So it's not gonna like insta kill the whole party. I know it doesn't.
It
do
can.
that.
I mean, it'll do it over the course of one round, but technically you make the save on your turn. So I mean, technically you all die in your own rounds. Alone.
So okay,
as
so
everyone
the
dies,
point I'm trying to
right?
get to is does Wizpops feel like where
I
he's
took a
at
turn.
right now it's really, really dangerous and he needs to not be here?
Well, that's up to you.
I don't Wizpops would know more about this creature than I, the player, knows. I feel like. Maybe that's not true, though.
What time is it in the UK right now? Anybody know?
In the UK, I think it's an 8-hour difference from where I am. I think from where you are, right, Secret? Because you're same time as me, 11:22.
Just
whatever.
So
Hour
if they're
difference from the West Coast, yeah.
if
I'm
they're
deaf
8
anyway,
hours
this shouldn't affect
ahead,
me.
then it's like 7:22 right now.
I'm gonna
Daylight
just cast a quick
savings,
advantage
Google
on
says
myself to make myself
6:22.
invisible. It doesn't help.
Oh,
probably,
you're right.
but-
They don't do DST.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, that was a little off the side, but I wanted to know.
I
Okay.
figured it was related in some way to banshees.
Another
I was just
one's
gonna take
on
your word
its
for it.
way. It's just
In Banshee
time zone
time,
problems.
is it? Yeah.
If one banshee is
I'm-
attacking you in Galar and the other is coming after you from the UK, what
because of
time
the
will it show up
coronavirus,
in?
it's having a hard time getting a flight.
Oh dang, we're saved.
Wait, shouldn't? Is it a hard time? Okay, whatever.
Actually, do you think ghosts can just fly over the ocean? Like, just...
Of course they
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
I don't see why not. It'll take
They
them a
could
while
fly
though. I
through the
mean,
ocean if they wanted.
You're like sailing the ocean and
Yeah.
this ghost just like flies by, waves.
There's ghost
My turn
ships.
is done, by the way.
Entire ships that are ghostly.
yeah, it's true. They don't need
but
to
they
be
still
on
Does
the
that
ship.
mean they can go onto land?
But-
The ghost ship?
Well, I don't know
They
about
probably
that.
can, but they're
Ghost
too
ships,
stupid to do that.
ghost
I
ships follow
guess.
their own rules.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Zerdarim, did you conclude what you?
I've finished. I'm invisible. It probably doesn't help against wailing banshees, but you know, whatever.
All right. Oh, nope. We're at the bottom of the round.
I want to order food, I think, but now might be. a
I'm
bad
also
time.
Already
invisible.
ordered food.
For what it's worth.
Well, everybody felt it. You knew it was coming, and you chose to get
Oh, yeah.
closer.
No, I didn't. I had no idea.
Well, some of
La
you
la
guys
la
did.
la.
That's
I mean,
fine.
Wizpops is deaf, so he won't hear it anyways.
Wait.
I'm just excited about that homebrew game you were talking about.
Oh yeah. Good. Okay. Well, I mean, that means I wouldn't have to buy the other 2 books for this game in Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah, there you go. We're finding all the silver linings
Wait,
right
are
now.
we trying to party wipe here so we play another game? Is that what we're doing?
No.
It's possible that some people die here.
It's
Like,
like
just
Kingmaker
outright.
all over again.
Okay, I
It could
need
happen.
fortitude saves
shouldn't have been
from
here.
everybody.
All right, well I'll be the survivor.
Alright, let's get
Oh, it does
to-
trigger one right away. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it didn't. All right. Well, I do get a few bonuses. Okay, so does this count as a fear effect?
Oh,
Or is it
it's
dispelling
at the
that thing,
bottom.
or-
Supernaturally powerful and penetrate the effect of any spell or 3rd level or lower that creates silence. Charisma based. Oh,
Oh, dang, 3rd level. I should
Sonic
use a different spell.
death effect, not fear.
Okay. Not fear. Okay, but I do have a bonus for
Wait,
death
I get-
effects because of my trait.
A bonus against death effects? I might.
Let me find this on here. I want to make sure I get the number before I roll it, but it might not even matter because I could roll terrible. Where is it on here? Okay, there it is.
No, I don't get my bonus against death
I get a
effects
plus
until
2
it's
trait
level.
bonus on saving throws against death effects, so that'll apply here. So I'm gonna give myself a plus 2 to this roll, and it's still not great, but you know we'll try it. All right, here goes.
That was a really good
Yeah.
roll, at least.
It's a good roll, at least. Yep.
Yeah, I need 15th level for.
DC
Okay.
might be.
I'm
So
pretty
we
sure
got
like most of us fail.
Wiz Pops on a 22, Layla on a 22.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Hopefully
Nero's on a
22
20,
is
so
good
he
enough.
might be. Yeah, I don't know.
Nero might be dead.
All right.
We might be dead.
We might be dead.
It's not Maloki. I'll be fine.
We might be dead.
Creatures under the effects of a fear effect take a -4 penalty on their save, but Nimitep's fear thing already fell off.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
removed it too.
Creatures
I
that
suppressed it,
make
rather.
their save are sickened for 1d6 rounds, and those individuals will be Raz is
Raztak and
sickened,
Nematap.
Well, I'm glad I
and
boosted my fortitude.
Nimitep is sickened.
Uh-oh.
No, that's what I kind of figured.
Yep. Rip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 60
Yeah,
health,
you
so
guys
I'm
are
dead.
probably dead.
Those that fail
You're probably dead. I'm probably dead.
take 140 damage.
Nero
Alright.
lives. But
It's
this
okay,
is
I didn't wanna
ridiculous.
Do
play
you
this
guys
game
want me
anyway.
to attack you with
yeah.
that damage? Because I can set it up.
I do it. Yeah.
Sure,
roll
it's-
the-
it's
roll
a
the
banshee.
damage.
All right, let's.
I knew I should have gone here. I knew it.
I'm okay.
I think this should work
Yeah.
the way I think it's gonna do.
I'm down, but I'm okay.
This is why I asked, like, do I think this thing is super dangerous and I shouldn't be here? But yeah,
I mean, I couldn't answer that for you. I don't know
I know
anything
you
about these.
couldn't. I was asking the GM because I did a knowledge roll. But it's okay. It's fine. I didn't want to play this game anyways.
I mean, you were
Alright,
informed
well,
of
time
it's
to-
dangerous. For me to tell you whether or not you think something is not my job.
I mean, I didn't know it could. No, I don't know. I thought it maybe could do that, but I didn't think it would be 140 damage. That's
Oh,
insane.
yeah.
I still have 11 damage before.
I didn't think
I'm
it was
dead,
like
so-
Demi-Lich strong Will of the Banshee.
a
I thought it was gonna
Banshee
be like a weakened
Is
version.
one of those monsters
Oh, no,
that
they're-
even though it's already a high CR, it punches above it.
Yeah.
This is actually only. It's only like maybe 2 or 3 CR below what a Demi-Lich is. They're actually not that much weaker than a Demi-Lich. They're pretty similar.
Yeah,
They're a little
I
bit
thought
easier
this was
to.
gonna be a lot
They're
weaker.
actually a
That's
little
fine,
bit easier to
whatever.
deal with. They're just as lethal, really, but they're a little bit easier to like kill.
But
That's really
at the
only
end of the
difference.
day, right? It's like, well, we have to figure out something, I guess. Like
No,
everyone roll new
I'll-
characters.
No, not everyone. Just you and me.
I'm still alive.
Well, I mean, the fight's not over.
This is
Sure.
true.
Anyway, I'm gonna be thinking about my next character. You guys have fun.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright, Nimitep.
I'm really sad about Whiz Pops.
Charging battery.
It's a
So-
rough spot.
We can't beat this thing.
I
No.
don't think so.
You and me?
Well, if it can do it again, it can't.
Yes,
Okay.
you and I cannot defeat this thing.
Well, I mean, we could kill it. It would take a while, and we'd have to like dodge its touch.
Yeah,
Nimishep, you do
Based
know
on
with
what I
your
saw
knowledge it
there-
can't wail again for, like, perhaps a minute.
ooh, a whole minute. It just does 40 points of damage on a
Oh yeah.
touch attack that
Yeah.
rolls 40.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No big deal though.
No big deal.
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Not that.
I mean, I'll just roll another wizard, like whatever.
Okay, I guess we're going to retreat. Is that right, Raz?
My wizard can come in with
I
the staff
mean-
complete. Oh my god.
What are your thoughts on the matter?
Well,
Well,
where do we go from here?
what do
Where
you
do
mean?
we go now?
I mean, you could take our bodies out and try and get us resurrected if you can get away from it, but I just don't think you can get away from it if it's gonna chase you.
Yeah.
I think
It's,
we can get away from it.
Well, yeah, I think
It's
so
similar
too.
though. It's we die to a death effect, so it's going to be really hard to find. Like a raised dead spells.
Oh, you're
You're
right.
gonna have to go
yeah,
with.
yeah, okay.
So it's going to be a more
So I
involved
should be looking
process.
at new. I should be looking at new characters. Okay.
I mean, we did go through that big quest to get you back last time you died to a death effect, but yeah.
Okay, so I think on Raz's turn, I think I am going to book it, only because
Okay.
I am not a paladin. If I were playing a paladin, I'd basically be staying here until the end.
Okay.
See, I wouldn't unless
I'm not
it
a
was
paladin.
to cover someone else's escape. That's not how I'd play. That's how I'd do the paladin. Be like, you grab Nero and run. I'll hold him
Yeah.
off as long as I can. Then I could totally see that.
Basically.
That'd be pretty sweet.
But I'm not a paladin.
Yeah.
I'm a barbarian, and I think that I can still do some good in this world as long as I'm alive.
God, I don't even know what I want to play next. I almost feel like I have to. That one of us needs to keep playing
just
like
play
a
a
cleric
divine.
type class because there's so much bullshit drain in this fucking
Yeah.
in this
Your build was
campaign.
pretty
That's like
cool though, too.
yeah,
I
yeah,
liked
it
it.
was pretty cool.
Okay, well,
I don't think I'm gonna do something like it again
let's
for a long
focus
time, though,
on
because-
the moment. Nimishep, you're fleeing. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out something here.
It's not that my build doesn't get any bonuses against this kind of thing till 15.
Yeah, wizards in general don't get good saves.
But like the Hollow Necromancer archetype,
Yeah.
take like advantage and stuff on rolls like that and reduce damage by half or equal
So
to
we are gonna
wizard.
take that attack of
Level plus.
opportunity.
Oh no,
Not
I'm
if she
withdrawing.
withdraws.
I could like cut that damage in half if I was
Doing a full
15th
withdrawal.
level.
Yeah, she did a
too.
withdraw action.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not taking AO from this thing.
Okay. Is there anything
Apparently,
else you're doing?
40 points of dodge just isn't enough.
I'll just make Wiz Pop's long lost brother Wiz Pups.
Okay.
Right, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, why is there a banshee here?
Yeah, like
I'm sure there's a story behind it, but it doesn't seem like it was
It's
telegraphed very
probably a
well.
contrived story because banshees only show up when you have a particularly high level elf, female elf, that dies in anguish.
Yeah. It made like the one that was in Second Darkness made a lot of sense why it was there.
Well, yeah, because you're dealing with elves,
Yeah.
and the book also warns you about it.
Okay, that's my move.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she definitely looks elven, but yeah. Okay, so are you guys both just retreating?
Oh yeah.
Out. You're gone. You're out. Okay. Then we are out of combat because though she does kind of like, moan after you for a little bit, she doesn't seem to really pursue you beyond that pyramid. Like she just kind of goes back to where she was.
Okay.
Does she just let me lie there unconscious?
I think so.
Yeah. But the moment you get up, you're
If she
dead.
stops
Well,
pursuing,
actually, Secret,
Yeah?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I mean,
The
they
Banshee
do
would
Because,
detect
you
the
know,
heartbeat.
I remember... Yeah, I was going to say, you know
Yeah.
what? They can sense people's heartbeats.
Yeah, she hears your heartbeat. She's probably gonna finish you off with a touch. She's very
Game
angry.
over, man.
She's very angry.
No, no. Well, on Derek, on the plus side, you can play
On the
something
plus side, you
that
get to
isn't
make a
as
new
finicky.
character.
I think
Although
Derek
you
might
had
already
really
have
good
it.
rolls this session.
No, here's the
Yeah.
problem. The finicky problem is my dice rolls, not the
Bye,
character.
Nero.
Well, no, I mean, you don't have to deal with, like, having to deal with fucking putting burn on and having to get healed away and, like, being like, oh, it doesn't have my modifier from overflow, and
But the
oh no,
character
like,
was so
all the
fun.
time. But yeah.
Alright, so Raz and Nimitep, you guys get out from the safety, or to safety from this Sphinx, and
And Teddy's like, what
as-
happened?
Yeah, Teti will bail with you guys as well. She saved on that, and she'll bail with you guys. But one thing to take note that you guys might recognize is that the mask is no longer in your
oh, no,
possession.
I am 100% aware of that. That's why I'm not leaving.
So wait, you're not taking the mask off Whiz Pops?
Well, they wouldn't be able to,
As
or
soon
else
as, like-
that Banshee is gonna get them. You're gonna have to continue fighting
Well,
that if you're
yeah,
gonna
well,
stop
take
and try to
another
take that
attack.
off.
As soon as the Banshee stops pursuing us,
You gotta try to sneak
I'll
back in
wait.
and get it.
a couple of rounds more, however long, and then she only appeared when we entered the room.
Sort of.
So we will come back and, well, I will. I can't speak for her.
I don't recommend it unless you want to die. She can sense your heartbeat. A wall's not going to stop that. And now that
But
she's
she didn't
enraged and
attack anybody else.
active, she's going to probably recognize that you're coming back. The game master is going to tell you that, like, it's not the end of the world that you don't have the mask. It's not like you can't have it back. And you guys now have an incentive to come back even more than not so. Is what I was going to
Okay.
point out to you.
Nimitep is not leaving the mask here.
Okay, then we're going to have to play this out.
We're
But
gonna
you
have
could
to
take
do
it before
something,
you
yes.
run away, though, right? And you know that the Banshee can't scream again for a little bit. You might live.
No, the Banshee would have instantly killed me with one
Yeah,
touch.
one touch is going to take Nimitep down. She's
Oh.
already really badly hurt.
Well, maybe Raz does it then. Oh. Nimitep runs,
And
Raz grabs the
that's
mask.
going to be like, yeah, but it's on you. And so that's going to take like an entire
We already said that they ran off anyway, so that's like that we can
Alright,
retcon it
whatever.
and say, I would have grabbed the mask. Like, well, you
Oh,
didn't.
no. I
think of
was
it
not planning on grabbing
Yeah,
the
no.
mask.
You're
while
saying
I
you
No,
come
but I
back.
mean,
Okay.
Zedurium's
I'm
trying to
coming
argue
back
that you
for it.
trying to. I get
Yeah.
that. You're doing it the right way. I'm just explaining to Zedurium why we're not gonna retcon it.
Okay. That's fine. I don't care. My character's dead, so who cares?
Okay.
Well,
Teti's
we're-
gonna
if we're in a bad
strongly
spot, may as well get in a worse spot.
discourage you from going back in, saying you saw how dangerous that thing was. But if you want to try, then we can do the stealth perception. But she can hear heartbeats. You know that from your knowledge roll, that it can hear heartbeats within, 60 feet. As if it had the blind sight ability. So it's pretty
Okay, well, that's
risky.
good to know, because that means invisibility is not an issue, or not an option.
Yeah.
Oh, I might play that psychic build I was gonna do.
However, if you had a silent spell on yourself, that would work.
That was high enough level.
No, I mean, if you just have a silence on yourself as you're
she can't
going
hear the
in
heartbeat.
there,
Yeah.
she can't hear the heartbeat because you don't have one. The silent, the
Damn.
whale goes through the silence, but you don't care about the whale because you're not gonna have it notice you at all.
Yeah, let's see. Teti doesn't really have...
Technically, that means my level 5 respectful quiet spell would have worked because it's a 5th level silence effect, but...
Yeah, but you didn't know it,
it would have, well, and it probably would have made the save anyway, because it...
Oh yeah, it had like a
good
40
saves.
save.
But, because
Yeah,
it's
none
not
of
like silence
Teti's
where I can just throw it on the
Sphinx stuff
ground.
can help you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have no idea what I want to play. I don't know. I guess I have a week to think about it, probably, right?
I don't know.
I don't think I'm bringing the character in this session anyway. It's not. I'm
Well, yeah,
not
there's no
gonna.
way we can build.
I'm not gonna try to make a
12th
character
level
within like
characters,
20
what are we?
minutes just to throw him in immediately. So.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean, we need
11th
to
level.
figure out like what is Nimitep and Raz doing here.
Sure. Yeah, but that's
yeah.
not me.
Right, but I kind of want to resolve that right now. So
Yeah,
you two.
I just need to think about this for a second.
Yeah. Now Teti's gonna keep discouraging you, like, no, don't, just let it go. We'll come back.
I mean, maybe the cultists won't be able to go get the mask either. It's just there, so who cares? Like, the banshee will protect it.
Or they'll just start throwing their numbers at it until they can get it out.
Or they send it on dead to get it or something, But I mean, you know, they don't know it's there either yet.
It's true.
I don't know,
There's
maybe they know about the
evidence
banshee.
that nobody might not know.
I need
Like,
to
they don't have
play
any
as
reason
an
necessarily to
undead
know that we're
character.
there.
That's what I need to do.
No, you cannot play.
Does
as
Raz
You can't
have any
quite
thoughts?
do that. The closest you can do to that is you can play like a Dampier.
a Dampier, yeah.
Which, granted, would be really strong against the Banshee, because you get bonuses with death effects, and you're immune. I don't think you would die to the negative energy that's doing.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that
know.
would be strong.
Yeah, we can talk about builds after we're calling the session. Because yeah, I agree, Pluto. One of us should be a divine.
My suggestion is to scratch all of this.
All of what?
Like,
Because like this almost ends the game.
I mean, it definitely makes me pretty unhappy because Witzpops
It's
is my
worth
favorite
considering
character,
for sure, but
I'm not gonna.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know.
yeah.
It depends.
We knew the dangers.
It all depends.
It's our own fault.
Well, I mean, like, okay. I don't fault anybody for doing like, you know, like what it is that they were doing. But like, is this fun?
What do you mean?
I mean, I haven't even enjoyed the Sphinx dungeon for what it's worth, but yeah.
I mean, I still have my
honestly,
character, sure, but
I've
I would
enjoyed
like
the
to
whole
keep
thing.
playing.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to keep going, I can come with another character and find a way to get back into this campaign.
That's
But
what I was thinking. Like, do
but
I
yeah,
like
that's the
Witzpops?
other thing.
Well, I
too.
mean,
but,
I would like to keep playing today.
Oh.
Oh well, yeah. That's.
Well,
I don't think that's happening.
I might be up to it.
I'm not gonna be able to get a character done that quickly.
There's no way.
I mean, if you guys can keep
what
playing.
he's
It takes me weeks to
asking
make a character.
is, do you guys want to hit a reset button?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
No, goodness,
I
no.
do not have a problem with that. If you guys would like to do that, we'll just be in an alternate reality. This reality failed. Congrats, guys. Next, next dimension, different reality. We could do that, or if you guys feel like this was meant to be.
I feel like this kind of derails everything.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe
This
you
is
want
the
your
way
character to die, but I don't want Wizpops to
No,
die. Like
this is the
and
way
he
the
literally
dice
has the
rolled it.
mask. Like
Here's the thing, though. The dice decided what happened. There's nothing we can do about that. And why even do this if we're not going to listen to what the dice say?
it's
Character
about
death
having
is a
fun
thing that
though.
happens.
Like I don't know. My vote is that we say this reality happens in this reality. We play a different reality where we make different decisions, and we just go back to the round where we find the Banshee and then like run away or something.
Like, okay, yeah, you could play it off as like Nematep goes to open the door and then has like this awful vision and goes, oh, never mind, I don't want to go in there. And we just
Okay,
move
so
on
hold on. Here's my
with our
take
lives.
about what Derek is saying. I respect the dice, okay? I'm not arguing against that. But I'm also here, I'm not here to just play a game. Like, we're all in an interactive story. And this wrecks the story.
I would agree with that if everyone died. But you have two original characters, that have been here since the beginning, and they still have the story. They just need help now. That's all.
I mean, from
I don't know.
a couple
I
of
know
perspectives.
that personally my amount of fun I
of-
have is going to be way diminished if I'm playing a new character.
Well, a couple of
I don't think that's
perspectives
Like, this was my favorite
from
game
all
and
of this
character.
is that you guys do think that maybe the Banshee will like protect these bodies from any new arrivals from coming over here. And so it's possible that these bodies are still retrievable within time. Come that you're prepared to take on a Banshee when you get there. So there's that possibility.
Oh wait, how did the scorpion things get in here?
What do you mean?
They didn't open the door.
Well,
They
yeah,
didn't open the
nobody
door.
opened this
Apparently,
door.
they just happened to not open the door.
There's no
apparently.
indication that the door is
The
bad,
room
but
is
they never
an
opened it.
instant death trap. This is an unusually under CR'd creature that's just randomly in a random room.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
it's
it's
very
like no one
Someone
can
else
emulate.
happened to open.
It's
Without
it's
any
also a
indication.
It's like a
small
shadow demon.
door.
I mean, it has a story,
It-
but it is random.
It's
yes.
really
It's not
weird.
a boss monster. It's not the final the final boss or anything, and yet it's
Right, that's
probably
something that
the
kinda rubs me the
single
wrong way
most
about it.
dangerous thing in this entire dungeon.
I don't like that there's this room right next to it, and like for some reason, all these scorpions knew not to go into that room. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's a way they knew how. That I
The
just
door
don't
is a bit
get, that I don't
smaller.
know.
So there is that. They would have had to squeeze to go into a room
I
like
guess,
that.
but I mean, well, these are both pretty small doors. They have to squeeze either way.
No, the other ones are
Um,
double doors. So.
No, that's a double door. Okay, so I guess I don't know. It seems a little contrived to me that, but like I said, I don't know the whole story, so I'll grant that maybe Paizo does have something in here that explains it, but it seems weird. And that's the other thing too, is it feels really random that there's just a Banshee there. Like for the Demi-Lich in my game, there was a lot of build up to that thing, even though it was kind of anticlimactic how that counter kind of plays similar to this one. But I don't know. I mean, even this one feels like that one. At least, like there was a build up to it.
Well, you want
That
to
was
hear
like
the
the very end
morale
of the
here?
dungeon.
Or a specter.
The morale says she
But a
chases her
Banshee?
enemies down throughout the Sphinx, following them through the walls if necessary to slay them all. She fights until destroyed. That's what they wanted
Yeah.
her
So
to
we just
do.
lead her throughout the whole dungeon.
Yeah, let
Have
her
her
kill
murder
this.
everything
There
for
you
you.
go.
That's fair.
She's like your ally, but not your ally. Just stay away from her. Get somebody between her and
Incidental
you
Yeah.
ally.
at all times.
That would be
I mean, in theory,
Funny.
if me and Nematep Benny Hill her throughout the whole pyramid, she kind of kills everything, right?
Oh my
Maybe.
god, I'm
Yeah, like
dying.
what else here? What else here could actually even take this banshee? Like I don't think any of the cultists could. They would die instantly to this thing.
The only things are anything that is undead, because she probably doesn't care about that.
Yeah,
Right.
she'd ignore the undead, but
Like I say, I don't know what else is in here, but right now I'm thinking that she is the single most dangerous thing in this entire
Probably.
dungeon.
yeah, probably.
No.
There might be something else in there that's comparable, but I don't know. Maybe, but
To be fair, this
in
place
terms
is
of like
big,
how deadly this thing's ability is,
and we're not even done.
you're not really making a case to continue this.
I just don't know how
But
11th level
I
characters are
I
supposed to
disagree
fight
though.
that
It's your
banshee.
guys' game.
Well-
you know, I'm cool.
Well, no,
with
no,
no
no.
matter what
Hold
you
on,
guys want.
Zerdarian. I
Like, we're not supposed to
knowing
fight
some
it,
meta
right?
things about the Banshee, it is CR 13. It is within our CR. But like I said, like a Demi-Lich or like a
It
Shadow
hits- it
Demon,
punches above.
this is a monster that punches above its CR. We have the levels to have access to the tools
If we
to
had
fight
like
it.
the silence stuff, if we
No,
knew
silence
about
doesn't
it
work
ahead of
against Banshee.
time. Well, the powerful
it
silence that
can
Plato has would work.
if you use that only if it fails its will save. That one would work. Also,
Oh, yeah, you're
if
right,
he
it
came
wouldn't
in, if
fail.
he came in with
The
like a
whale
cleric
is
with the heightened
Sonic, and so
spell,
if silence will stop the whale.
She has a special power. She has a
only
special
Banshee
for
Whale
part
Power
of
goes
breaks it.
through 3rd level and lower.
Right. So if you come in with a heightened silence as well, that would work. That would be the real way
Oh,
to do it, because you don't even
penetrates
give
the
her a
effective
save.
Well,
It's
man,
third level.
Silence,
I-
put it on your
Third
ally.
level or lower.
If
Yeah,
I could have
you're right,
survived
Pluto.
that, I can do damage to her even though she's incorporeal. But she just does so much damage.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's an option that I thought of.
Like
is
a cleric,
Pluto and
I
I
could deal with
make
it.
like one-shotty kind of characters to come in, help get the bodies back, and then we get our Layla and Wizpops resurrected.
See, I
If you
love
want
that
to.
idea.
Means we need to do.
It's possible.
So okay, so here's my thing. My thing is like our characters were taken down. We can bring them back. But just resetting it feels like it's doing an injustice
But-
to me.
Oh,
if
no,
we
I
bring in
said-
No,
characters
no,
just to
well,
rescue
hold on,
the
hold on.
characters so we can bring them back, then
Well,
what's the
yeah,
difference?
definitely. That would be, like hiring a mercenary to come in and help out with something. Sometimes you do that in these kinds of games. It
The only
makes
difference
more
is it takes more
sense-
time.
It makes more sense to me. But like I also I love the way that the dice lie when these type of things happen personally.
Well, I kind of agree with you. I feel like doing the reset button kind of cheapens the experience a little too. But
Yeah.
like I kind of empathize with that a little bit. Like I said, I'm fine with just rolling a new character.
What's the complication of trying to resurrect someone who died to a death effect? Is it you need
You
to
can't
use
use
like a
It's
raise
raise-
harder.
You need a
It's harder.
resurrect, not a raise dead.
You got to use a
you
higher
need to
level spell,
resurrect,
basically.
Okay.
Yeah, if you die to a death effect, it means you can't use Raise Dead anymore.
Okay, so that's a 7th level cleric spell. Cleric should get 7th level spells at 12th or 13th level.
13.
So I can't just roll
It's at
a
13th levels.
cleric. I want to just roll a cleric with resurrection. I can use a scroll maybe. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm this character,
Yeah, you
this
could use a
cleric
scroll.
that has resurrection. I help you rescue Wizpops and Layla, and then I cast resurrection.
Okay, no. So you guys aren't gonna just get like free, spells to resurrect and stuff like that.
It's not free. It's my character I'm rolling.
Well, okay, then you're going to keep that character. So this is what we're going to do. We are not going to play out the retrieval of the body. If that's what you guys want to do, is Nimitep and Raz try to hire mercenaries to get that, then you're going to hire mercenaries that are capable of stealthing in and then teleporting out immediately. And it would
Sounds
just
intelligent.
be quick and smooth and effortless, and we don't need to make new characters to roleplay all of this. But you will need to spend the funds to make the resurrects and stuff like that happen if you want to keep your characters.
I mean, I'm still
Well-
probably just gonna roll a new character.
Yeah, 10,000 gold is.
Yeah, me too.
Not.
But
This
then
character's
again-
already died twice now, technically, because this character's died in her backstory as well.
Yeah, this is my
No,
second time
I-
dying too, right? So I don't know.
That
I love
is-
Nero, and he's a lot of fun to play, but I also enjoy making new characters. So when they die, it's, oh, dang it, I'm missing this character now, but I get to enjoy a new character too. So I'm going to make a new character, but, you know, it's not because I was tired of Nero.
So
Yeah.
who's going to be the cleric?
Well, let's be.
Maybe nobody.
Let's clarify
might just be like, "Fuck it."
first.
I can.
What are you guys gonna do? Is that what you are going to do, or?
I think it makes perfect sense. And Nero's stuff can be
Well-
sold, you know, to help pay for costs.
Is that what Nimitep and Raz would do? Is get a team to come
Right, that's what it
in
comes
and
down to.
retrieve them?
Is like, what do they want to do?
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Because here's the other thing too: is we're out in the middle. You guys are out in the middle of the desert, so this is already going to complicate and completely derail
You don't
the
have
story
teleport.
anyway.
Yeah, but
You
you
don't
do have
teleport, you're
allies
gonna have to march.
nearby.
I'll be
You
right
know where
back.
they are, and they might be able to help you out.
I don't think they're spellcasters really either, though. So I think it's still going to take months to set up this whole operation.
Well, yeah.
Who knows if the
maybe.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of at a spot where I don't think we can keep playing this week. Like I think it's got this encounter's
Oh
results.
no, there's no
have
way we're
such-
playing this week. Did you
have
want to
such
roll a new
far-reaching-
character? Nero wants to, or Derek wants to roll a new character.
I think Derek might already have one. but
Star
I don't know, like, I
Fox,
feel like
did
the-
you have... I know you guys want to keep talking about it, but I'm not getting an answer from Raz and Star Fox, and I would like to ultimately figure out what the
Sure.
two people who are alive are doing, and then we can
Okay.
figure this out.
Okay, so for Raz, we were we were all like a team, right? Like we were all we all basically been in this from the beginning.
Yeah.
Correct.
So there is a moral obligation to try and keep opposing this cult.
Wow.
But I think once we get the mask, why even come back?
I know
Right,
what you
that's
guys
kind of
We
the
can
other
get the
thing
mask
too.
and then just run.
I know what you guys can do is you know what, you guys can like talk to the scorpion people, like retreat to them, and like explain your situation, and like though you guys may not have like remembered or recognized it, but you guys were informed that there was a certain individual. You guys did find the certain individual, whether or not you had time to identify that. But perhaps you bring that up to them, and they want to go in and retrieve those bodies, as you had indicated they were there, because you've already been bringing some of them unconscious and alive back to them. So they've been very grateful for that. So they're going to assist you at coming in and retrieving the bodies, and perhaps some of the scorpions go and take on the banshee. But you guys are able to retrieve the bodies and the mask, as well as
Okay.
the other two scorpion people. They do highly advise you, though, that you should leave.
Oh yeah. And that's what I'm saying is that what I think Raz would do is he would tell Nematep the only one who is able to, wield this. Well, technically Layla could too, but I mean, both of our people who could access the power of this mask
Mhm.
and use it for good are dead. I think our only recourse now is to run with the mask and take it as far away from the cult as possible.
Yeah.
At which point this game ends.
Well, no.
If the living characters are allowed to do that.
The game doesn't end. They want it. They want that mask.
So then they're gonna, well, so then they'll have to chase us across the sea. At which point this stops becoming Mummy's Map.
Scrying
I
is
have
a
a quick
thing,
question.
and I don't really want to spoil too much, but somebody has been scrying on you, and they're not going to stop now.
Why
Sure,
were
but
we
I mean-
in this? Why were we in the Sphinx?
To get the
So we're
body
trying to-
of the dude.
You were
For
also
our Sphinx buddy.
Yes.
She's the one that wants the body of the dude.
But also because we might learn something about the Sky Pharaoh's tomb.
That's
or
correct
Right.
as well.
Think
We
you
wanted, we
know
were trying to do
where
that
the
to
other
learn about the Sky
parts-
Pharaoh's tomb.
yeah, you wanted to. I guess curiosity, but now you also have the knowledge that there's the other two parts of the.
Sure, but I can't. I
so-
get what Matt's saying here because it doesn't make a lot of sense from this point because it's like, okay, there's a fucking banshee there, like it doesn't make a lot of sense at this point for the characters to want to go back and like bring the fight to them. It does make more sense to be like, we're just gonna fucking go to Taldor or something, like on the other side of
Well,
the,
that depends a lot
sea.
on the character, right? Like, I mean,
Sure, but that's what Raztak wants
Nimitap
to
is
do.
lawful. Yeah, you're right. But Nimitap's lawful, and this is the duty or the responsibility that she's taken on. As follower of Anubis, these individuals are trying to raise some dead guy back to life or something like that, and that's something that
Sure,
she's
but
morally opposed to. So she
the-
feels she has an obligation to pursue this course of action.
But if the argument
That's
here is
not
that they can't do it
Raz's,
without the mask, then maybe you're more obligated to go away. But then at that point, yes, like you said, it stops being Mummy's mask. It becomes something else. Then like, oh yeah, we're just.
But they've already proven themselves to be quite capable of finding the mask. They found it at least twice, if not 3 times now. So
Yeah.
Right, but I mean,
putting an end to their plan seems to be a better option than
That's fair.
trying to run. That's just from Nimitap's point of view.
It's a good
Yeah.
perspective
I gotta
for the
think of a
game
character
master.
concept. Yeah, I don't even know what I want to play for this game. I hadn't even thought about it for a long time.
So, I mean,
I can
if-
get you guys
if
on
we were
course,
able
even if you
to-
take the mask. I can still get you on course. Like, might take a little while, but I can do it.
I'm just like refusing to go into that Sphinx. But like, no, I don't care what you do. I'm not going back. I'll never go back
I have
there.
a past life that says something.
Fuck that
We
stupid
cast-
dungeon.
Earthquake, and then
You will
sift
finish
through
this
the rubble.
dungeon, damn it, and like it.
I like that idea. Let's just collapse the whole dungeon.
I'm gonna fill it
And
with
then we'll
Care
summon Earth
Bears,
Elementals
and
to
then
search
how
it.
do you feel?
I'm gonna bring a
Even
character
better.
that specializes in disintegrate. I'm just gonna walk around and I'm gonna disintegrate every single wall.
Sure.
Like, I'll just use all my disintegrates on the walls and be like, all right, guys, we're resting, and I'm gonna disintegrate more walls, and we're just gonna slowly dismantle the whole thing.
I have a
Just both
crazy
character
idea.
wealth for scrolls of disintegrate.
Okay.
You're willing to listen to my crazy idea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, if the cult has all these ways to get the mask, and it's going to take us a long time to even raise these characters, then what's to stop them from just taking the mask, right? They get the mask, whatever happens to this dude probably happens, and he becomes a world threat. So why don't we just bring in the actual heroes that we've already played, and just skip right to the chase?
Huh.
What, like bring in
Let's
characters
go get the
from-
people that fought
He's
Karzug
saying hand
and
wave.
kill this dude.
Just pull out our
Hand
Rise of
wave
the Rune Lord
everything.
characters.
Let's just go
Yeah.
right to book 6 and
Oh,
bring in our
wait.
17th level characters, who are actual heroes
That
in this
is
world.
a crazy idea, but I kind of like it.
I have to say I'm probably going to be opposed to that idea.
I'm opposed to that as well, because though you guys think you know what's happening in the next 2 books, you're very wrong. I can tell you that much.
Well,
I know, that's why I said it was a crazy idea.
Yeah. Like, I would have to, like, rewrite Mummy's Mask and be like, okay, well, then let's, yeah. But no.
Okay, so as long as we have obtained the mask, I am fine with however we choose to proceed at that point with respect to either raising people, and I will throw in as much funds as I need to help people get back on their feet, so to speak, or players wishing to roll new characters. From my perspective, I'm fine with either of those. I can make it work for me. I'm doing a lot of hand gestures here, but you guys can't see it, so.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I mean,
I guess that's
my
question
decision
for
is to
Secret.
keep
Is it
playing
up
the
to us?
game. However, the GM feels like, you know, you can get this like rolling again. My only disappointment is that we only played for 2 hours today.
Yeah, well, not even that, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a little lacking.
I mean, that's
That's
a
what happens
one-time
when-
disappointment.
I mean, there's something
That's
else
what
we
happens
can
when you
do if
party
you
wipe.
guys
No,
want.
it's not.
Just
This
roll
has
up some
happened before.
goblins and
Need
let's
I
go.
remind you?
Everybody, a level 1
Okay,
goblin.
okay, but-
Let's go.
Woo!
What? The one goblin?
Yeah, if you want to keep playing.
It's like, yeah, I mean, I come here to play and have fun, and right now, both of those are not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm asking.
But I will
Secret,
keep
up to
playing.
you. Do I need to roll a new character, or do I not need to roll a new character?
That's up
Well,
to you.
how much is it to get people rezzed?
If it's up to me, I want to play Wiz Pops because he's super powerful.
It's gonna
Uh,
take at least
calculated it before.
20,000 just to get Layla and Wiz Pops up.
So 30,000 including.
Well, I'm probably just gonna
Well,
play a new
Layla's not
character.
going up.
No, I'm gonna play a new character.
I think.
probably.
Yeah, Derek
I
and
think
Blue
it's
are
just
gonna
Wiz
make new
Pops.
characters. So it's 10,000.
But even that's
for
gonna
the
cost a lot.
material.
Okay, so just a sec here.
So Resurrection is a
I have some
level
stuff you can probably
7
sell.
spell. So
Right, we got some +2 short sword, +2 leather armor. That's some money.
Yeah, I'm
So this
throwing
is-
stuff into the party loop here that we got that's been cluttering up my backpack here.
I mean, how many? We got so much loot from all the like scorpion
We-
things.
we
didn't
do.
or not? We should have a ton of like +1 stuff we can just sell. I mean, not that I want
But
to use all
also-
the party's money on resurrecting Wiz
But
Pops,
here's the
like,
thing: is that if the
I have
players are gonna come in
2,500.
with new characters, what's stopping the living characters from still trying to resurrect them? So getting the funds is still kind of necessary to the story.
Oh, sure. Sure. Maybe you're trying to get the funds because you're gonna try to resurrect Nero and Layla, and it's just not
I
gonna
mean, you
work.
sell their stuff, right, to try and get the funds.
I don't know. I don't feel right about selling your guys' stuff.
I mean, I expect you to sell some of my things. I mean, I don't have a lot of things, but like, belt of giant strength +2. I don't really need that.
Oh yeah, of course, but like, no,
I
I'm talking
have
about the things that you
2,500
actually
gold
use.
on me. So like,
I mean, we're
that's
kind
already,
of
like,
in a part of the world
pretty-
where the culture is you bury the things of the people with them.
True.
Yeah, especially with it being an Assyrian. Yeah, you're looking at like 11,000 gold about for.
But you're not trying to
resurrection,
bury
right?
us. You're trying to resurrect us. I thought.
What
900.
you guys could do is try like a speak with dead and ask
You could do a speak
them,
with dead. To
Yeah.
Do
Find
you
out.
want
That's
yeah.
true,
this?
too. So Oh, and actually,
You
that's
sell my
not taking into
scrolls
account. So,
and make all the money
so
you need.
getting a resurrection off is a 910 for the spellcasting services plus the 10,000 diamond. So you're looking at
So
11,000 just
basically.
about. But you still also do have 2 permanent negative levels that you have to get rid of as well. Or is it just 1 for this one?
One permanent negative
For
level.
this one, it's just 1. So that helps a little bit too, because Raised Dead's 2. What you should have done is you should have had Whiz Pops use that clone scroll that we got forever ago, because that would have worked too. I think.
Yeah.
We,
I just never had a chance to use it.
yeah, we never had the
I mean,
opportunity.
Like,
you
we
coulda
never
used
had a
it.
place where I could put a clone to let it grow.
Sure you did. You got the clone back in that second city we were in, the library city. You could have done it in there. Like, you could have gone back to Wadi and done it in Wadi from there, because we were just literally... We went back to Wadi before then, even.
I guess I just felt like I didn't have, like, a home to leave it, or a safe place to leave it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, should have.
Yeah, oh well. You still have it, technically, unless we sell it. That's one of the things.
I didn't have Death Ward on myself, did I?
I don't know.
That would have made you immune.
I'm pretty sure it ran out long, like, at the end of last
Yeah, I
session.
think it
ran
did.
out, basically. Or near
Because it was
in the middle of
minutes.
last session.
Yeah, it was minutes. It wasn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it wore off.
Because that would have been pretty good, but that's okay. Didn't know we were gonna, yeah, have that happen. I don't know, or I can just roll a new character. That's fine. If you have the mask, then one of us can roll an int-based character that is good, that can use the mask.
Yeah, I mean,
have
that's
here that I
entirely
can-
up to you.
Here's some items.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to throw some items in there too? See how much money we get.
I have natural armor +1. Am I wearing that, or is that the one that I have? It's an extra one. No, I'm wearing that. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually have that many items in my inventory, which makes sense because my carry capacity is not that high.
Yeah. Bunch of random scrolls, but most of them aren't worth much.
Am I wearing this Ring of the Ram? I should use this more often. It's pretty dope.
I have these
think I am, I just
55-pound
forgot about it.
tablets that technically are worth quite a bit of money.
Well, okay, hold on. I have a problem with the whole re-rolling of characters. Would your characters really give up?
Yes. My
Layla
character
has
would have.
died before. This is her second
Pops
death,
wouldn't.
So...
Because his, like, duty, he's bound to defeating undead, and he died to an undead thing, so no, he's not going to give up.
So then you're
Okay,
not
we're-
re-rolling a character.
I'm not, no, I don't want to.
No, Zedarian's gonna wants to keep playing Whiz Pops. Me and Derek are the ones that are gonna roll new characters, I think. I don't know what I'm rolling yet, but I think I'm gonna roll a new character.
Something that can get rid of my negative level would be great.
I'm throwing up a cleric.
Where do
Well,
we
I mean, being-
stand with what we have here?
What do you mean?
Inventory-wise,
Money-wise?
like all the stuff that we have selling here. Where does this give us? I mean, there's a lot of stuff
Oh,
in the
gosh.
party treasure here.
I'm not even done yet. I have more things.
Well, I mean, that's why I'm asking. Like, before we start selling stuff, we might not want
That's
to
a really
have
good
to
scroll.
sell.
I'm keeping that one.
I've got 4
Well, I
plus
mean-
1 breastplates. That'll help.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
toss
those
those
in. I mean, I think we're probably up to like 20,000 at least. 30 something maybe. That's a lot of money there. Especially if you go sell it in Wadi and get the 10% bonus.
I don't know if they
treasure,
have that
though.
much money.
Yeah, I mean that's
So-
most of my stuff. That like I'm
You
not.
might be actually
using.
going to the capital of Osirian to sell this
Mhm.
much stuff,
Probably.
where they have bigger markets and more access to international markets at that. Like you might just have to just to sell that much stuff. Because yeah, I don't know, like selling it. I don't think it's actually possible to sell this much valuable stuff.
We
in
almost
one.
have like enough to like outfit a small army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You killed a small army.
Yep.
So Raz and Nematep surrender and retire and just open up a store with everything we have.
Isn't that what high level adventurers do?
Basically.
Sell it for full price if you're owning the shop.
Just bring more NPCs
You-
along
you
with
buy
you. Just
yourself
be
some
like,
little
here's some
inn."
gear. Come with me, NPC. Follow me, NPCs. Here's some gear. Follow me.
I mean, that's what leadership is. Like that's the leadership feat. Just get a bunch of followers. I have 100 level 1 warriors. Here have some.
Have
I guess
some
they also have
gear.
hirelings. Yeah, I guess you can technically hire them too without
Hirelings,
even
yeah.
needing leadership, but just spending money. Yeah. And be like, here, have these magic items.
Take an army into the Sphinx.
Alright, well I think we have enough stuff to sell. And probably plenty just to get Wizpops left back. You'll have to use a little bit to get a speak with Dead to find out who wants to come back. Get
So
a
is
few
that
speak-
it? Are you guys done adding to the list?
I think so.
I have more.
Okay, let me know when you're
if
done.
I may, and just of the stuff that Nero has, is there anything like specific that the party would want to keep? Because I don't know how I feel about selling or liquidating all of his stuff, and then the new
That's what
character
I'm
comes
saying.
in with a full like. Nimitep would be like, this is his stuff, it should be interred with him.
Right. Well, that's
Unless
why
there's
I haven't.
any specific
I haven't
party-
been pulling off any of my stuff that I was wearing. That's why I just pulled off stuff that was in my inventory. And I guess I still keep add some consumables to the sheet here too, which I probably
Right.
should do.
Yeah, me too.
So
Okay,
I don't
put
think
my stuff in there,
either
but
one
I'm
of us.
keeping my character, so.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us are putting like our equipable items in there. Nero just happened to be
Anyone
carrying a
natural
lot
armor
of
plus
our
Yeah,
random.
I was the pack mule.
He was carrying a lot of our random stuff because yeah.
Wait, we had a mighty con belt? I would have used that.
No, that was mine. Sorry.
Oh, so that one you probably should keep on you then.
Yeah, I accidentally took that one off.
Yeah, some of these
This
consumables
Holy
might be
Temple of
stuff I
Sarenrae,
bought
isn't that also
myself,
yours?
so they might not.
Yeah, it was also a treasure.
Oh, okay.
but
we found it.
you're a follower of Serenre, right?
Yeah, you would be buried
Fair
with
enough.
that.
Unless he had a different one, like
This
a
ring.
extras. I don't remember.
That's good.
Oh, here's a treasure that's just listed as treasure in my inventory. So that one, there we
Gotta
go.
love those.
That one's definitely one I want to get rid of. But yeah, the rest of this stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
rest of
Eyes
that
the
is all
Eagle,
stuff I
stuff
don't
I wore.
care about.
Bolts, bird feather token, I guess, is a consumable. I don't know. Sure. Here's some bird feather tokens. Whoops. Where's the other one at? Bird feather token. Yep, that is all of them, all the things.
Okay. This looks like it's probably going to be enough, so why don't we just sell this and then
Yeah,
do what needs to be done here?
I agree.
Anything else will be interred with the corpses.
We can perhaps do some role play and stuff before.
Is
the
there
end
a
of the
way we
session then,
could,
once we get rid-
yeah, and then in terms of the gold that's on Layla, I mean, I guess some of it maybe it goes back to her family or something like that. But I mean, I don't know if you guys are gonna want to divide up the gold you're getting from here into, I don't know, maybe so.
into later.
All you guys
I'm
just
not
figure it
sure
out.
how the game master wants to deal with that.
However, she
Right,
wants to deal
exactly.
with it, yeah.
Yeah, Layla's got like 9,000 gold right now, like just sitting on her inventory. So
Because
Oh,
some of it
already,
will
so-
go towards your tomb.
Sure.
You're gonna have a great hero's tomb. It will be dark, no torches.
Have
Perfect.
either of you ever expressed interest in being interred in the traditional style of mummification?
I don't believe that my character
No.
did. My character wasn't a native
Aw.
Assyrian, so probably not.
Nimitep is sad. She cannot practice.
I mean, I'm not going to argue if you do anyway.
Yeah,
I
know.
mean,
You're no
you
place
can
to
probably
argue.
practice on some of the scorpion people, so.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So how are we doing here? It looks like we got enough cash. We just need the button pushed, and
Yeah. Well, do I want to sell? I don't want to sell the scroll of clone. Then I want to keep that and use it. If I'm coming. But the other ones,
Sure.
I mean, when am I
we just
realistically
need to
going to
move
use a
forward.
55-pound scroll of, like, Whale of the Banshee?
Just make a muscle wizard.
Not making
Well, I
a
guess
new
you're
character,
playing Wiz
so.
Pops, so yeah. I'll make a muscle wizard. It's fine. No,
I
I'm just
mean,
kidding.
I'm
if
throwing
anyone
out a
thinks I should
cleric,
keep
like I
those
said.
55-pound scrolls, I will do it. But I think clone is the one that I can use outside.
Okay, I
of
think
combat,
we
so.
massively
not
overkilled
done.
the 10,000.
We're not done
Yeah,
unless
that's
you
what I
guys
was
want to take
thinking.
your bag of holding 2 or your potion of restoration and the scroll of bladeberry back. They don't seem to have a price on them. And then also you guys still have your treasures that I gotta give you your money for. So do you guys want those, or do you want me to put a price on them and sell them? I'll just take them back. Okay. And
No, or
then
keep them. Yeah.
your
We have
treasure
plenty.
things that are
Jesus.
gonna
We
sell at
got way more
100.
money than we need.
Actually,
We donate the rest
I
to
was gonna
charity.
why
say,
are you guys selling
we
the
had
Tablet
so
of
much money.
Lost? That's I took that out
No, that wasn't.
from
That's
that
not
pile.
that it's being sold. It's that Nero was carrying it.
Okay,
So,
do you want to
well,
take
yeah.
it back because you
Let's take it back. Someone would have held that.
and
I
then
think.
the triangular piece is
Yeah, we need those.
yeah,
That
you
was
need
something
that as
else that Nero was carrying.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have split it up into what we're selling and what we're giving to another character.
So can you grab that?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing yet, but I gotta think of something that has a vested interest in going after these cultists.
It weighs 30. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Whiz pop.
Play an Inquisitor.
I was thinking
Well, it
something
can
along
also
those
be
lines.
put
Maybe
into the
even a
bag of
paladin.
holding.
Can you guys remove it from the
Yeah.
parcels so I can dish out the rest of your money?
Matep for Raz? Okay, thanks. I can't carry it.
Awesome, thank you. There you go.
Okay, so we did want to give money to Layla and Nero, even though they're going out. That was a question.
Oh no, we're just giving them their
Their shit.
belonging.
Right. The question we have for the game master is, what do we do with the gold that is now on Raz or on Nero and Layla? Do they keep it and we use it for their tomb, or do we get some of it? What do you think?
You give it to their families and help their burial costs and stuff like that.
I'm fine with
Okay, that I'm good with that. I just want to comment that that's gonna be an insane funeral and burial chamber or whatever for that much gold.
Oh yeah. Well, they're heroes. They deserve it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they do for sure.
Golden pyramids for all.
They
I guess
need,
Wizpop
they
doesn't
need
make
like
progress on
all
crafting his
their
staff.
they need all their chambers filled with shit for their afterlife so they're entertained.
So we need to count days that Wizpops is dead, including today, so I know when my crafting.
Ah yes,
when I
we
can
do
finish
need to
my
push
crafting.
that lovely calendar forward. Jeez. How much? Oh. Yeah. How much time do you guys think would have passed?
Months.
Well, from now to you
Between what?
guys Wizpops rezzing.
Months.
From your death to your
Probably months. So
Yes,
how long do we
Okay.
have?
Your life.
We have 3 weeks.
They're gonna have
left of
to. They're gonna
crafting.
have to trek across the desert, which thank God you're gonna be probably hand waving that because.
well, they're gonna
rolling
get to the
all
river
14 saves
and take a
shit.
ferry.
Sure, but that's still gonna
Raz,
take a lot of time.
in 3 weeks' time, I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Okay.
3 weeks. What?
Uh-oh.
Uh
The
oh.
disease or something probably.
Raz, you start to feel like feverish,
Okay.
but you're like your system shakes it off. But you have a feeling that what's affecting you, you might have to like endure it longer.
All right, I can do that.
Well, shit. Wouldn't I have known about that from my status effect?
What do you mean?
Well,
Yeah.
like, status
If he
tells
was
you if somebody's
diseased.
diseased or poisoned. I guess if it's still incubating, maybe not.
I don't know if your status effect shows this type of thing. It's not a disease or a poison.
I
I guess. I don't know. Let me,
okay.
It might be a disease. Let me double check.
have no idea in that case.
I mean, it's not a huge deal at this point.
It lists the whole. It
honestly.
doesn't matter anyway because I'm dead anyway. But I wouldn't be able to do anything about it now. But yeah. I know when I have this when I have the status
I
on
guess it
admit,
is
so
a
I would know anytime they're.
disease. But would you know before its onset, or yeah, no?
Right, that's why I'm not
That's
100% sure. It
okay.
does say, like, if it's not actually affecting them, maybe not, because it just says, aware of the direction and distance of the creature and any conditions affecting them, and then it lists like a billion different conditions, and disease is one of them. So, yeah. And at various times I had it on like the whole party. I think I would have
Honestly,
to,
I'm
like,
sure he'll be
leave one person
fine.
out.
But I did mark it on the calendar for a reason. And then a week
Yeah.
later, Raz, you'll need to make another fortitude. And you're fine.
Boy, these rolls.
You got bit
Okay.
by a were creature a while ago. Maybe you forgot about it, but its onset was like forever.
Yeah.
You mean like become a were creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have
I
become
want
like
to.
a weird.
I'm cool with that.
Leprosy, yeah. Anyways, okay, so that was on the calendar.
Just so you know, once per week I do have a speak with dead, so I can ask
Okay.
questions of
Really?
the 3.
Okay, well that works.
My effigy of
Nice.
Anubis.
How are you
is-
keeping the bodies from deteriorating though over all this
We're
time?
not.
I had
Salt.
3 doses of
guess you don't need to,
Unguent
do
of
you?
Timelessness.
Oh, okay, that's how it happened.
That's how
Also,
it
Nematep
happens.
is a professional embalmer, so I mean, if nothing else, she could
Also
embalm
true.
the bodies too.
But the creature doesn't even have to be in like a good state for resurrection.
No,
right?
it doesn't.
Yeah,
not for
resurrection
resurrection.
is dead no longer than 10 years. So as long as
Yeah,
we're not dead for 10 years, you can bring us back. And
Resurrection is pretty
at this
powerful.
point, you
It
don't
will
know.
stink,
it's just
though.
whiz.
it's fine.
Okay. So that means that it's fall.
You just need some small portion of the creature's body. And wow, this spell's so good.
That's why it costs 10,000 gold.
Whiz Pops gets rezzed
Yeah,
again.
okay. Yep. So we can take the 10k off of my gold if you'd like.
So 11k.
11k, whatever. Thanks, Pluto.
No problem.
So I took off 11,000 gold off of my wealth manually, so.
Oh, I did have my hair gold to diamond dust. That I didn't move. Well, it didn't have an actual value listed on there because I like straight up bought it. But you do have that as well. You need that for.
Here are the
that.
negative level, that's just restoration, right?
Yeah, but it's gonna cost.
But it only
1,000
gets rid of
gold
one.
pieces. He's only
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah, I only
So
have
it's
one.
fine.
So I spend
the
another
resurrection
$1,000.
only applies one. It's not like it's a little better than raised dead in that way at least. So you'll need to buy 100. If you use the 900 gold diamond dust that Layla had, You just need to buy 100 gold piece more, and then also pay for the cost of restoration.
Okay, so I'll take off 1,000 gold, and it's close enough.
It'll be more than 1,000
Or is
though,
it
because
more
the
than
cost
that?
of restoration. Yeah, because the cost of restoration is going to be like 500 or something on its own just to pay
Oh,
for
is it
someone
that
to do
much?
it.
Okay.
Right. Well, that's why
Alright,
I
I'll
said
take-
it was 11k before, because it costs that extra 1,000.
Is the
basically
GM
to pay
okay
for
with
it.
me roughly estimating the number, or do you want me to go figure out the exact amount of gold I need to take off? Like if I take off 1,500 or 1,451.
I could find out. Let's see. It's
Is that good
4
enough?
times 10 times. What level do you got to be to cast level 4 spells as a cleric? It's 9. So 360.
So 360 plus 900 gold for the extra diamond dust. And then I actually didn't spend the. It was 910 for the cast of resurrection, so I actually get like 90 back.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Okay, I was just gonna rough estimate, but okay, 11. So I have to take off 1170.
Okay, so that takes care of whiz pops.
All right.
Alright,
Whiz pops.
I'm back.
You
I have no
come back
negative
to
levels.
life. You find out that
Oh
your
my god,
friends
thank you guys.
did not want to come back.
Wait. What about Layla and Nero? They died like that? But it was a banshee. We have to stop it. We have to purge the world of undead. I will have my revenge. I'll have my ultimate revenge on that banshee.
Alright. Good
So,
for you, Wispops.
You know Wispops wants to go back. But first I must finish crafting my staff.
Raz
And we must find
Nimitep
other
will
adventurers to help us.
inform Whiz Pops that the scorpion people helped destroy the banshee.
Oh,
they
So
killed
you
it?
believe you guys retreated with the bodies while some
What?
of the scorpion
How the hell
people-
did they do that?
Well, you don't know. You don't know the
Well,
conclusion
see-
of the fight
Yeah.
because you left.
That's fair.
Secret said that
They might have all died.
whenever
Maybe.
we got the bodies that the scorpion people were going to try and kill it.
To
we
distract
think they
it while
might
you
have
guys
it.
were doing that. Mhm.
Distract
mean-
it. I'm fine with them helping distract it and stuff.
Right.
But
Well,
so
we
you
need to
don't
make
know
sure
the
it's dead.
conclusion.
Just don't
of
think
any
about
of
it too
that.
hard.
Yeah.
This is
yeah, it's
well,
just
yeah.
It. Yeah.
Wizpops wants to make sure it's dead. Whether the scorpion people say it is or not, he wants to go there and make sure it's dead.
hmm
Hashtag, this is how I convince myself I want to go back to that place. And
Yeah.
it actually makes sense.
Sure.
Well, no. So I'm gonna try to come up with a character that's has more vested interest in stopping
In
the cult
destroying
too.
undead.
So yeah,
well,
I
no,
guess
more
that's
the
the
cult.
question is like how is your new characters going to discover this place, or is like Raz and Nimitep going to recruit? What approach
So
are we
I have
gonna
an answer
do?
for
I've
that.
got one for mine already.
I think we should recruit, but
so while we're there, because we're in the capital and we know more now,
Mm-hmm.
either Raz or Nimitep. I will only speak for my own character.
Sure.
I'll go through try to do more research on the Sky Pharaoh and the cult that's doing this, and the mask and the things around them. And so, in doing so, perhaps somebody else
Yeah.
that may have a vested interest in these cultist activities hears about a catfolk that is
Right.
looking for information.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect, because
And
that's
so
that's
there's
kind
a-
of what I'm thinking. Is if I just make a character that is like, I heard you were that you are seeking the cult of the Forgotten Pharaoh, and I too have a bone to pick with them. That's kind of
Right.
what I was thinking of doing for.
Okay. So how would
character
you have
motivation.
a bone to pick
That
with
works.
them though? Because they're not
I
like
don't
a
know.
regular cult. Their sole purpose
No, they're
was
not.
for this one thing.
But I'm making a
and they're relatively newer.
sure, and I don't know 100%.
Okay.
But that's kind of probably what I'm gonna go with.
Well, how about
I haven't.
not a
I mean, I
bone
haven't
to
even made a
pick,
character
but
yet.
what if we say something like you found an insert or like a scrap of a ripped page or something in a book that it didn't belong in or something, or I don't know, like you were in the dark archives or something and you found something.
It depends. If I make a scholarly type character, that could work.
Okay.
I don't think I'm making a particularly scholarly type character necessarily, though. But it could also be if I work. Maybe I have a contact or something, or like a confidant that is a scholarly type that points me in that direction too, though.
Like
Okay.
Nero's character, or sorry, Derek's character.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that could be the thing. Derek and I could have
Maybe.
characters that already know each other and are both on this have the same.
Yeah. And since I'm making that cleric, I'm thinking maybe.
True,
I
you're making
was
a cleric,
there-
so I could make a character who's like traveling with you as like I could even make a character that just wants to travel with you as like as a bodyguard or something too,
Yeah.
or like
And I'm thinking
whatever.
I was there when they took the bodies to the temple and they got Wizpops revived and heard the tale and said, "Hey, I want to help out." Because
that could be true. Like you could obviously your character's just below the level where you wouldn't be able to do the resurrection yourself, but you could be like the second like the next in line to be the head priest of this temple perhaps. So you are big deal in I don't know what type of temple you guys are even going to. Is it a temple of Pharasma or Nethys or I don't know, but I mean I guess it depends on what type of cleric
Whatever
what type of cleric is
Nero,
Derek making.
we can
Right.
retcon whether is
Right, exactly.
whoever.
Because we didn't really specify who's doing this. What type of deity are you? Which deity are you thinking of doing for your cleric? Have you decided yet? Or are you still looking at
I
that?
have, but I was more thinking, like just visiting the temple on the way through to learn more about other religions or whatnot. I have a cleric of
That could work too.
Sekhmet.
Cleric of Sekhmet. I don't remember which one
Yeah,
Sekhmet
healing
is.
and fire.
Was Sekhmet the one that we fought like somebody that was Sekhmet
Kinda, yeah.
in this adventure path? I mean.
Yeah, I think it was that crocodile guy.
What?
I think it was actually in the Sphinx, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think I remember.
I mean, her presence is in the Sphinx, but I don't think the crocodile guy had anything to do with
It wasn't the
her.
crocodile then. It was something else. I know. I just remember Sekhmet came up at some point a few sessions ago in the Sphinx somewhere.
That was
I don't remember
corridor
the
that
details
was
exactly.
cursed, and you guys remembered there was a prayer that could be said.
That would let you pass it. Oh well, if we had Derek's character, this character, then we would have been fine.
Right?
Or if you
But,
guys
yeah.
wrote down the prayer when you guys were at the shrine that the
Bah.
Meftet sent you to, then you would have been able to recall it. But nobody did that. So.
Yeah, but even if I had, it's pretty unlikely that I would have remembered to go back and look at it.
I was listening specifically that session.
I like to hear if we said I write it down in character. You mean, or
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if we just said that, then we wouldn't have had to actually write it down and remember to look at it. You would have been like, you remember it from this.
Oh yeah, if you
That's
guys
fair.
actually wrote it down and was able to recall the prayer and say it, then I would have been like, "Oh my god, good job!"
Right? Yeah, I don't think it's pretty unlikely.
Bastard.
Because like I said, even if I had wrote it down, in like real notes, there's a pretty rough chance that I would remember to like go consult the right notes. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have some notes on here, but
So I want to cast clone on myself.
mostly names and such. Camel. Apparently my camel had some food on it. I have notes about that. The third part of the Pharaoh's soul is on his body in the pyramid.
In the Skypharaoh's tomb, yeah.
Yep. And then Chisisek was killed and buried to hide the pyramid secrets.
Oh wow, I need 1,500 gold for the material components of clone. Oh wait, it's built into the scroll. Because material components are built into scrolls. Yeah.
Okay, so Sekhmet. I gotta look up Sekhmet here. Would it make sense for my character to also be like a follower of Sekhmet? I don't actually
Okay,
know,
Raz.
but Sekhmet, chaotic neutral, probably
Also,
not.
like, you guys have plenty of time for retraining for those of you who are still alive.
I just want to finish my crafting of the staff. I really want that staff.
How much time did you need for that?
There's 3 weeks left on it.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will have plenty of time. Because right now you guys are trying to hide the
By
mask
the time we get back, it's going to be that
from
long.
them. But you do have the feeling that the cultists may
Them being
be
scryed
coming
on.
for you now that you
I kind of want them to.
aren't coming for them.
Bring it on!
I mean, to satisfy some of Matt's desire to play today, we could have like a small combat with some random cultists that find us.
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna cast Clone.
There's nothing
Still
you can
reading
do
what the
that can
spell does and how
satisfy
it
me.
works.
Oh my.
Yeah, the joy
I'm
has been
insatiable.
killed.
Oh
Insatiable.
gosh,
Oh no.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, basically Nematep.
Yeah. I certainly would like to see if we can make sure that we're set so that next week we can just play. So I'd definitely like to take this last hour or so to like figure all that out.
Well, the good news is once I do get my character, since it's a brand new character, I theoretically should be able to import most of it over
Right.
using the little converter tool, so that'll help.
But I'd like
once
to
I
be
know what
able
I'm
to
actually
just
playing.
go straight to the Sphinx without having to do too much. I mean, yes, character
No.
introductions, but not like
I
3
was looking
hours.
forward
of
to
it.
the
Teleport us
dot.
there.
I was looking forward to this part before the Sphinx. Like that's what I was most looking
You want
forward
the
to next
3
week.
hours of character introduction.
I mean,
Can we
honestly,
just
I'll probably enjoy
Sphinx
that.
over with? Like,
I
please.
probably would enjoy that more than the Sphinx. The Sphinx dungeon has been really, really, really a drag.
I don't know. I've liked it for the most part. Everything
I'm
in
glad
it
you
made
guys are enjoying
sense,
it at least.
except for that.
Except for that.
Yeah, until that part, I was liking it. 'Cause I like the combat.
Pray tell, what is the story of this banshee?
Okay. Let me open it up.
Unless we can't know it yet, like, because it's revealed.
I need to
something.
know it to see if it even makes sense.
Is this the right room? Hold on.
It's like one of those ones where if you don't tell me this, after we finish the adventure path, I'm gonna have to like go
It's
back
called
and be like,
the
what
Mad
the fuck was the deal
Painter's
with that?
Cell. Okay. This room was once the studio of Astricals named Asentitha, that's her name, an elven artist whose phantasm led her to create great works of art in her demonic patron's name. As her skill and madness grew, Astragal rewarded the troubled artist with a profane gift, granting her the ability to paint the secrets within an individual. Her fellow cultists grew weary of her power, and when she revealed her greatest work, a painting that revealed the hidden truth within the soul of whoever beheld it, their distrust proved fatal, and they slew her and destroyed her paintings. Her spirit still lingers here in the studio, however, and when she senses the heartbeats of any living creature entering this chamber, she wakes and springs through the southern wall, shrieking madly and ready to kill.
I mean,
So-
that's a cool story.
Not really a whole lot of purpose of being here. Like, oddly placed, yes. But she's also like
You
the
know what
bad
this
guy
sounds like?
of this corridor of the dungeon, so to say. I don't know.
Well, that's what she's been basically made to be. But you
Yeah.
know what this sounds like? This sounds like whoever was part of like the writing team for this book. I know the author is a single person, but
Right.
obviously there's a team that works on this. Someone had a cool idea for like I've always wanted to do like an evil painter. So it's like I have this really cool idea for a painter. And then the author, whoever it was, like, oh yeah, that's a neat idea, but it sounds really tricky. I'm gonna make her an elf, and then I'm gonna kill him, so that I can put a banshee here. Really cool idea. Sounds too hard to implement.
Why would
Because
there be
a painter
here?
who, a painter who basically like tells it's like a role playing encounter. Where it's like tells the PCs like, like I will reveal to you your fortunes or whatever. Like, and either you fight the painter who's probably like a bard or something, or like you get the PCs with like the painting and like reveal like
Like that sounds more
truths
fun
and
than
stuff
a
to
banshee,
them.
honestly.
That sounds more fun than a banshee.
Yeah, I agree. But also a lot more.
It
Yeah,
sounds
to
super
figure out
contrived.
how it works. The part I didn't
think you
understand
might be
is
right.
when you said like leaps through the southern wall. What's like
Just
south
spring
is
attack.
to the right?
It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
wall she leaps through. She's incorporeal. And
So if she leapt through the southern wall, she'd be outside. That's the part I don't understand.
I mean, not necessarily. She could be in the
Eh.
wall, incorporeal.
She was in the
things.
wall, I guess.
She could just
I don't
be
know.
invisible,
Think about it anyways.
and then looks like she's coming through the wall. Like ghosts do that, right? Like,
Alright, whatever.
it's not physical; it's a manifestation.
Oh, maybe it's the southern wall.
Who's the
it's
author of
It's not the
this
southern
book?
wall of her room. It's the southern wall of the
Let me see. I have that. Let me.
like the door wall. So
We need to
where
go
Liz Cobb is
contact them and
standing.
By
give them a piece
Amber
of our
E.
mind.
Scott.
Is that it? Amber
Alright.
Escott.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
it.
like I'm watching out for any further AP books written by Amber E.
Amber.
Scott.
We're on to you, Amber. Well, that's fair, because, like, especially if you, if you notice, like, other stuff and it's like, ooh, this is that author again.
Hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna have to change some things around.
Yeah, then you just know, like, I don't know if I want to keep that. Okay, so,
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
am
I
I
was
actually
pretty sure
making
if I was gonna make a new character, I was gonna make a paladin.
that's what I'm leaning towards, too.
Because
But
I
that-
don't want to die to that kind of stuff, and I feel like paladins have a lot of protection against things like
Oh,
that.
well, paladins are crazy hard to kill.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's my point. Also, okay, there's a thing I heard about. This is kind of unrelated, definitely unrelated, where it's like a AP where they just try and kill the players. It's just like a go-to.
Tomb of Horrors.
Yeah.
Well, it's not an AP, but yeah, that's
Yeah, it's a
that's
dungeon.
It's a module.
that's a module that does that.
Everything's
There's
designed to
something-
kill, basically.
That was
There's-
it was in the second edition of Pathfinder. They had a section that was like that, a module like that.
Oh yeah, there was a
I thought
module like that as
sounded
well
interesting.
as part of the
Yeah.
playtest.
Yeah, that sounded
Um,
interesting.
Where
to me.
the way that one was, the way they designed that is
It's a
if
siege.
you, and if you played it during the playtest, they'd actually normally say you actually use like you make a new party and do it as like a one shot, and
Yeah.
that's how it like would fit into the story because like your characters are gonna die basically almost guaranteed because
But their sacrifice is not in vain. It helps them.
Right, it's one of those things you're holding off.
That
yeah,
sounded
and you're
really
holding
fun to
them
me.
off. You're
Like,
trying
that
to hold them off as
sounded
long as
really
you
fun.
can.
Why
Like,
are we talking
encouraged
about
to
that?
min-max then? Just because we were talking about making a new character, and I was like, oh, this banshee's like that. I mean, not really,
No,
but
no.
not
that's the
really.
kind of stuff you fight, right?
Worse.
Sure, like that's
You
like
just
near
fight
the
that
end of
like
the
times
waves.
50 though, right?
They're like, here's 4 banshees, have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, they actually that might even be one of the encounters in there if I remember. I haven't actually read it.
Okay,
I watched the
let's-
video
let's
like there was
Do you watch
anyway,
Puffin Forest?
Yeah, that was the one that I saw.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
that's
try
what I
to
saw
stay on
yesterday. I'm
track.
like,
That way,
that's cool.
all individuals at the table are
Well, what else are we
participating.
doing today?
Well, that's what I need to find out, is because like I want you guys to be ready to go to the Sphinx, and so I want you guys to kind of have an idea.
Okay, I cast clone. I'm gonna. I guess I want to pay for a house or something for it to live in.
Okay, I mean, and
Well-
that's fine. We can certainly figure that out. But what I want to kind of grasp is like, is that what you guys are gonna um is I mean, I guess I don't know. You guys have now this opportunity to talk to each other about
Yeah.
how you want to like approach the Sphinx. Is there anything like extra you want to do? Any precautions you want to do? Any like additional thoughts?
We need to find a friend who can cast Death Ward.
Well, I mean, like after the fact of the Banshee, sure, but
Oh, okay. And I want my staff.
Yes,
that's
Nimicha.
Wizpops was like, if I had my staff, I would have been a lot more powerful then. I might not have died.
but I mean, like, dude, we haven't met Layla's and Nero's effective replacement.
Right.
Well, I don't know.
And they
I
don't
haven't.
have
Well,
their
you
characters
might
yet,
have-
so we don't really know. Unless Nero,
You
you
might
already
have met
know?
Derek's because he was saying that his cleric might have been at the temple. So maybe not though. I don't actually
we
know if
didn't-
we're going with
That
that.
was just my thought.
Okay.
But
so
as
yeah,
far as
that's
like the
what we're
party
doing.
talking with each other,
yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
You can't talk to my character because I don't know what I'm actually playing yet.
Just out of character, like, are there any like thoughts on how you guys want to approach the Sphinx so that you guys come all ready? Because yeah, there are some dangerous things in here, and yeah, there's more rooms and there's 2 more maps, so we're like far from done, and
I don't
Well,
know.
being- well, my plan
Mm-hmm.
as the barbarian is to get back in there and fight our way
Still
towards,
things
you
have
know,
lots of health.
whoever, to fight our way towards the body.
Get yourself a ghost touch weapon.
Ooh, well, maybe. I mean, you guys only run into 2 undead situations,
Very
but
few
it could
ghosts,
help.
too.
This is one of those encounters where you're like,
It's not
don't
like we're
wanna
never going
end
to
up
fight
like
another
this
ghost for the rest
again.
of the game.
which is fine. I'd rather never fight another ghost and have the weapon than fight another. To be honest, I wish this
True.
was a ghost.
That's fair. I mean, if you got the funds or you got some weapons to trade out and you can do that, it wouldn't hurt. Or
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with.
acquire a friend, an ally, wink, who can put that on your weapon during a fight. That's a spell, right?
Not that I'm aware
No,
of.
it's
No.
it's not something you can put on a weapon as a spell. It's just a spell that makes ghosts corporeal.
I can actually make my
It's
called
staff
Ghostbane
ghost
Dirge.
touch.
Ghostbane
By
Dirge,
the
is that what
way.
I'm thinking of? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a
The only problem
save
with
against that,
Ghostbane Dirge
though, right?
is it's an all or nothing spell. If they save,
Ah.
nothing happens.
Jeez. Yeah.
I can make my staff ghost touch for one use of my resource that I use for meta magic.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you could also do like I
Ghost
can't
touch
remember which
staff is going to be very
one of
good.
the spells that makes a force weapon. You can actually give it to other people, which is what we did with like that's what
Oh, okay.
Araxi did when we fought the Banshee in Second Darkness.
But again,
I could look
the
at
book
scrolls
warns
and
you about
learn
that
some
banshee.
spells.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that fight was much more manageable because we put Death Ward on people, and like I gave Safa the force weapon, and yeah, it was a much more manageable fight. We had to use a lot of resources, but it was, and I think we ended up having, because of that, the fight right after, which we didn't really know what to expect, ended up being a lot harder. And I think somebody died in it too. Like Safa died during that fight. We had to use a resurrection there, but like a demon or something in the swamp or something, or maybe that was before it. I don't remember, but we did have something else that was like way harder in the Banshee for us because we weren't as prepared.
But yeah, as far as the ghost touch weapon goes, Raz says that he knows that he can hurt the creature, and that if I can feel it welling inside of me, if I can focus my rage enough, I can hurt it, and I can kill it.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, at level 12, I want to take the Ghost Rager, rage power,
We're literally
which
like
gives
20 XP.
which gives me full damage
level
against
12.
incorporeal.
Oh yeah, okay, that sounds fine.
Right. All right, we're more.
So
we're
Raz is
480
committed
XP
to
level 12.
Yeah, he's committed to focusing his rage so much that it cleaves through ghosts.
Would it make sense, Secret, to say we somehow earn our 400 whatever XP to get level 12, and then the people making new characters can just make a level 12 character? Or do you want them to make 11 and then level up to 12?
How far off you?
Like 400 XP. Very,
yeah,
very little.
that's fine. Why don't you guys just level up?
Oh, fancy.
And then we
Level
can
up.
spend the rest of the session. Right? I'm not wrong, right? Level 12 is 220, and we're at 219.5. So
Thinking about
Yes,
it
you're correct.
more,
Mm-hmm.
the other
Okay.
way that the other thing I could see happening is if Layla did get resurrected, she would probably just not continue the quest. Is the other thing. So I guess it depends on how you guys had framed the question. Like thinking about it some more.
I mean, if that's her choice, then I guess that's her choice.
Well-
but I mean, if she comes back to life, we would lobby to try and keep her.
Right. Well, I don't think you should give you the chance. So here I think that's fine anyway because I have just my own money, like that 26,000 gold. So maybe that's a better, like a more sensible way. Because I think you're kind of right. I could see her like not wanting to give up on like, staying dead.
Life.
But I could totally see her just disappearing, like not being like this is fucking not worth it. Because I don't think Layla has that much like she's not a good character. She's a neutral character. And I just don't see any reason why she would want to go back in there. So yeah, maybe instead that's what happens. Is Layla comes back, but then just disappears.
goes off, yeah. I like that.
She just like
yeah,
makes
honestly,
sense.
I could probably see that with Nero as well.
Again, same thing is just we get
Really?
money.
because I feel like Nero was a little more invested into it.
Yeah, not really. He's just a very boastful character.
Huh. Okay. But
You're telling
anyway,
me that the person with the undead crusader trait is not into it. I think that's bullshit.
Not so much that. It's just not as invested in the quest as much as whatever would have come up. But like, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just thinking with like for Layla specifically
Yeah.
though. I could see that also being the other thing. Perhaps even more so than just not coming back. But in any case, I'm thinking. I don't know. Do I want to do another melee character? Is the other thing too. These cramps, especially if we're gonna be in the Sphinx for like the foreseeable future, where there's like fucking no room to go anywhere.
Paladin or Inquisitor, but I like. I don't know. It's your character.
I
play what you
am-
want.
I am leaning towards Paladin, but like, because that also puts a really easy motivation. Because like I said, he'll want to stop these cultists because he's a paladin. Like that's what they do. I gotta figure out what deity as well. Because I
think
I
it's
definitely
better
can't do the same
saves.
one as I can't do the same one as the
There's
cleric in
lots
this
of
case.
deities here, if you count
Right.
like
Oh,
the
there's a lot
ancient
to-
Assyrian one.
Yeah, there's a lot to choose from.
Although
That's part of what's
the
making it
ancient
harder.
Assyrian gods, I don't know, would they even like take a paladin anymore?
So my understanding is that the Assyrian gods retreated from Golorion
Yeah.
a long time ago, which is why Assyrian went into decline. So while they are still given service or are paid respect to, my understanding is they don't actually have like clerics because they don't
That's what I'm
give
thinking
or
now.
grant spells.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't, in that case, you couldn't be a cleric of Sekhmet, could you?
I mean, are you looking for a god that's going to give you a calling? Because if so, I'll have to do a little bit of research and figure that out.
No,
but...
I don't think that's gonna matter that
Okay.
much. Like, I think any paladin god that you pick, particularly the neutral good and lawful good ones, are going to give me enough
Serenray is
reason
popular.
to want to stop. Yeah, and any of those are going to give me a reason enough to want to like stop. Like a Sarenrae paladin would be interesting because like that's like Raztek's like boogeyman, right? Like
Well,
I
I
don't.
mean, yeah, but he still doesn't associate fire with Sarenrae. He just knows that.
One thing you could do is,
It'd be interesting.
I'm just brainstorming, right? Just throwing stuff at the wall.
Yes, no, go for it. I haven't committed anything
So,
yet.
You, a paladin of Serenrae, have just heard that a powerful, high-ranking member of your own church has been felled by an despicable undead creature or despicable evil. And so you want to, this is your thing now. That's an affront to the Church of Serenrae that must be put right.
Well, Nero wasn't actually part of the church, though, right?
He was. He wasn't an actual like. He was a member of the church, and but he wasn't a caster or anything like that.
Right, he wasn't a cleric. That's right.
So yeah, he wouldn't.
One of the faithful.
But sure, maybe I could have potentially heard. I don't know.
But
I mean, Nero,
just random stuff, whatever.
Yeah. No. It's
well, if I'm not doing Osirian, I might actually do Sarenrae, so it works.
Right. Well, if you do that, then that. I mean, if you end up picking like a cleric aligned deity, then I could end up choosing the same one because then at that point it's really easy. I'm just a paladin of this order, and I'm going specifically with you. And if your character has like the ranks and the knowledge and such, you could have somehow stumbled upon this and end up like connecting the dots in some way and been like,
So Raz is slowly getting surrounded by members of Serenrae.
Right, but he still associates. Right. As soon as one of them starts swinging fire and stuff, then things get more complicated.
I know. I just think it's funny. Like I say, one day he's going to realize what's going on, and
yeah, because all he associates Sarenrae with is like good and redemption.
Right.
He doesn't actually know yet that fire is part of her portfolio. As soon as he sees a blazing scimitar, then yeah, like he's gonna have flashback.
Just saying, that literally will be me.
Right, yeah, they'll see it.
But I'm also doing a flaming Suli, so...
I could also do a War Priest, that's true.
War Priests are
I'm not gonna lie, part of the influence on my decision is not configuring a bunch of bullshit on fantasy grounds. Not gonna lie, that is influencing my decision making a little bit.
Paladin.
So,
although you could just pick a fighter to things like heal and restoration, right? Derek's doing that. Derek's doing a cleric.
Derek's doing the cleric.
I'm doing a cleric, yeah.
Then do what you want.
Yeah, we could. So let's see, what else could we
smite
do
things, Pluto.
along like good? I mean, Iomade is always an option too.
Yeah.
I've done paladins like Shaylin, and those are a lot of fun too. I mean, I could even just play Albanius again, guys. No.
How did he get here?
I like Albanius.
How did he get here? How indeed? It probably wouldn't actually be Albanius. It would probably just be a very similar character if I did that.
Albanius with an E.
Which I could do and play with the bladed brush and what was the name of that archetype? But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that for this game. I could even do Torag.
Okay.
I don't think Torag has many. I think Sarenrae probably is a better fit.
I think Sarenrae is an excellent choice, god-wise, if you guys are looking for that. She does have a place
I agree with that.
in this adventure path.
Well, that's because Assyrian was basically subjugated by Catapish at some point, and Serenre was the religion that was brought in to replace
Yep.
or replaced the old gods.
Yeah. You guys can maybe recall, since you guys are heavily thinking of being Sarenrae characters, is that a group of Sarenites have been sent to the Sphinx one time to like cleanse it, so to say, but have never returned.
Sounds
Led
good.
by a
That's
paladin.
That's another good reason to want to go in there.
Mhm.
We might even have heard that is where you guys came from, and perhaps that's initially how we go to like find out. Like, hey, did you guys find any
I
evidence
love
of
it.
the Sarenites we sent to the Sphinx here? And you guys will be like, we didn't see any sign of them. We'll be like, well, are you going back? Because if so, we're going with you to like find them. Okay, I'm liking this too. So I think I'm gonna do the Paladin of Sarenrae then.
Heck
And
yeah.
my character is basically like going with Derek's character, whose name I don't know yet. I don't know my own name yet either, so that's fine.
So we got a cleric and a paladin?
Correct.
The
Cleric and a
holy
paladin.
group. And then they're gonna
Yeah,
see
they're really
whiz
trying to scum
pops.
spec this now.
Maybe this is good for whiz
Well,
pops.
What about me?
You guys are gonna like, convert him, hopefully.
To what?
No, they're just gonna police him.
We're gonna convert him back to
Police
being a
him.
good guy. Well, we gotta police him too. Yeah, we're like, excuse me, but I am a paladin. I can't just stand by while you suffocate innocent people.
Yeah.
And if you thought Pneumatep and Razthak's methods didn't get along already,
Oh,
just
yeah.
wait.
If you thought that Pneumatep had a stick up her ass, wait till you meet my paladin.
Oh
No.
boy. Oh boy.
No, I try not to be too overbearing when I play paladins, but because nobody likes the like lawful stupid paladin that just. But yes,
Yeah, I mean,
I
we're
definitely
gonna
will
do
not
anything
be
that's
happy about you
blatantly,
going
like,
around blatantly suffocating people that we
Yeah.
were like, excuse me.
That are redeemable.
But if it's
Yeah.
if it's like the demony things we fought in that one box, then that's fine.
Oh yeah, they're clearly evil. The paladin's like, do you? But yeah.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
they're redeemable.
Well, and that's the thing too. Is Sarenrae also is a very like wrathful deity too.
Well, no, she says that if they cannot be redeemed, then you slay them.
Right.
You give them a merciful death as well. Like, you make it as quick and painless as possible. She's not in for, like, punishment. It's just
Right.
you deal with the situation in as humane a way as possible.
Oh my God, Pluto! There's a spell, Chains of Light. If you're making a paladin, you should take that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I can't take that on a
SR
paladin, I
no.
don't think.
It's
But
4th
yes,
level.
I cast. Oh, it's 4th level for paladins. Okay. Well, I cast that
Yeah,
spell a lot
it's 6th for
on
me.
Araxi. I cast that spell a lot on Araxi, so I'm
Like,
familiar
what the
with
hell?
the spell.
Paralyzed SR no? What?
Yeah, it's also a good spell. Like it uses forces.
Yeah,
of
that's
good
what
or
I'm saying. If
something.
you're doing a paladin, that's why you should do it. I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, this seems good, and I'm like, oh wait,
Well,
but it's like,
Not really,
I don't know.
because if you're casting it on a paladin, it uses a reflex save, and the save DC is going to be really low. So any
Oh,
spell
okay.
like that tends to be not very good on paladins.
Like, I was thinking about taking this actually, because I'm trying to figure out like what
Yes.
other 6th level spells I want to use, but I'm like, oh wait, a paladin can do it at 4th level. That should be way better, right?
Well, you might think that, but
yeah,
paladins
based
also
on
don't
DC,
get
maybe
4th
not.
level spells until level 13, so I don't even have
Oh
them yet.
really?
Or no, till
Oh.
yeah, until level 13.
Okay.
4th level is their highest level. So
Well, Derek can take it on his cleric.
Yeah, probably. So 6 level
Level
spell
cleric
cleric
form.
now?
spell. Chains of Light. I was looking at.
Chains
I'm
of
looking
Light.
at 6 level spells, and that one just seems really good. I mean, it's only one creature, but
Are you
paralyzing
doing
them means
any
they're
archetypes
susceptible
on
to
your
a coup de
cleric, or just
grace.
going straight cleric?
I think.
I'm just going straight cleric. I didn't see any archetypes that really fit my mood.
Yeah, the only archetypes I like on cleric are the ones that make you worse at fighting and give you some like spell benefits, like the one that lets you change domains or something like that. Like you have a,
Ecclesiathurge.
I think that's the one, and it
I'm playing one.
gives you worse. It gives you worse armor proficiencies or something too, I think. But I like that one.
No armor.
Um,
You lose your armor
yeah,
proficiencies.
you lose your armor proficiencies.
And your weapon proficiencies go to simple weapons, or like the wizard selection. Sorry, the wizard list.
Right. I think you maybe got to keep your favorite weapon if anything, but yeah. Like your deity's favorite weapon, but
You don't actually.
oh, you don't even get that. Yeah. So there you
No.
go. But yeah, it's not strictly necessary though. I think, and the other thing too is most of the clerics, rather than archetypes, are getting from their different or domain abilities that they get, depending on which domains you take.
Wait, can I use Shatter Enchantment even though Enchantment is a sin school?
Probably. What's Shatter Enchantment under?
Shadow Enchantment is an illusion.
Oh, Shadow Enchantment. Yes, you can definitely do that.
It seems like it goes against the thought, even though mechanically it works. It goes against the idea of it being a sin school to me.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, that's a common thing for a lot of illusion wizards to say, I'm banning evocation because I'm just going to take shadow evocation anyway. So
Yeah.
it's a pretty common
Okay.
thing. Shadow
Yeah,
enchantment,
I'm sure it is. To me, it
I don't
just
see
is,
people
yeah.
use that one as much. But yeah, so I'm not really as familiar with it. I didn't even take it on Layla. I was like, shadow enchantment, especially because the early one is like gives you access to really weak ones. All right. Are there any archetypes to take on a paladin? Probably not. I mean, there are some that are fun. I could go with the Tortured Crusader finally, but I don't think
Now
so.
Derek's gonna be a Suli. What are you gonna be?
I don't know. Not a Suli though.
Okay.
Quite
Oh
probably
my god,
just a
what's the
human,
spell?
but
Allows you to telekinetically use a creature as a weapon. Enemy hammer.
Whoa. I love it.
Yeah, I'm looking at spells that Wizpops would buy in town and add to his spell book.
yeah, there it is. Virtuous Bravo is the one I'd do if I was doing Shaylin. So, it seems like it'd be such a fun archetype. Because you're basically a swashbuckler and a paladin at the same time. Who doesn't want to do that?
Sounds fun.
I guess I could technically still do that, but because you can do swashbuckler stuff with a scimitar, and that's like Sarenrae's weapon. But
Whew. Well, sorry I killed you all with a banshee. I'm glad we got that resolved.
No,
It's
that's fine.
fine.
I
mean, I knew I shouldn't have done what I did,
I cast.
but then I was like,
Freedom
I
movement
probably
on him.
won't die, right? And then I died. I'm gonna put a permanent something on myself while we're in town.
Well,
Like
okay,
maybe
so
see
like
invisibility.
we're assuming the banshee is dead
well,
because Secret is telling us that.
well,
I'm going to
no.
say I'm not assuming that.
Secret's telling us we think it might be dead.
You guys don't know. You left scorpion people to fight it as you guys were trying to retrieve the mask and get the bodies out, and then they were supposed to retreat out with you.
Okay,
You
because I
don't know
highly
if
doubt
they're
that the
success or
Scorpion people
failures.
killed it.
Well, I mean, as dangerous as it is, even if we do not go back there to kill it, I would feel.
I want to kill
I
it.
wouldn't. I would not like the idea of these random NPCs killing something that, wiped us out. Because then my question is,
Right.
why don't we hire the Scorpion people to deal with the rest of the?
Right, yeah, I want to go back and kill it, especially since I have Ghost Rager now.
I've run into this before with Jade Regent, whatever. In the first couple of mods, we suddenly realized how tough the NPCs with us were, and then we were like, why are we here? Like, these NPCs could be dealing with all of this, like, with impunity. Like, what are we doing?
Oh yeah, but these NPCs aren't fighting for you guys. They were just getting
Yeah.
their people out, and there's a ghost.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That was-
I just mean, like, if
That
they
was
could
like
take-
the
if
problem.
they could take care of it.
That was like my problem within Mantis' game with the tournament arc, where we've had to fight all these fucking ridiculous people that
Oh,
came
yeah.
out of nowhere. Like,
Like,
why aren't
yeah.
these
Oh,
guys?
yeah. Why are these
Why
guys
did
fucking
this-
saving or taking over the world?
Yeah, why did this monk go fight the threefold aspects of Willem Dafoe for
Right.
us? Like he could take him.
No, he just wanted to highlight his favorite builds, honestly.
His silly build.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sorry, Miranda.
Alright, well, anyway.
Let's go with. Oh, I gotta hit this little button right here. Okay. All right. On the way towards getting this character done.
Oh, where does Tetsura go? Does she come with us?
No.
Okay.
She probably stays outside the Sphinx.
She watches, plans, plots.
Okay, cool.
As you do.
Man, I wish I was a character that was more, like, able to take advantage of the bonuses, the secondary bonuses of Ghost Rager. Because it gives me extra AC versus touch, but my touch AC is already, like, really effing low.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it mattered.
It's kind of a
Let's put it
silly
this way.
ability, because like no barbarian's gonna have good touch AC generally, right?
Like, I'm playing with this idea now. I can boost my AC up even more, but I already feel like it's verging on, like, against normal things, I feel like it's verging on maybe getting a little ridiculous. But then this thing comes along
And it's hitting
and
40.
blows through my touch AC like it wasn't even there. And then I'm like, well,
Well,
if I gear myself to deal with it, as tough as everything else is at hitting me normally, it's even going to be, like, even more silly. But
Yeah.
to survive this kind
Well,
of thing, I need
Well,
to
it hit
gear
like a
towards it.
40, right?
That's what I think. To survive in this AP, where there are
It
creatures that are that
probably
powerful,
It hit like a
rolled
40.
like an 18 or a 19 to do that.
probably.
So, I mean, is your touch as high as like 30?
Yes.
Okay, so basically, there's nothing wrong with your AC against a boss-like character, which is effectively what that was. All like the best
Well-
you can hope for is a 50-50.
Well, that's fine. If this was the end boss, then I would have a lot less
But
of
it's
an
not.
issue with it. Because I agree with you. I absolutely agree with what you're saying. But it's just a completely random room. Random monster with random
Oh,
room.
yeah, I
It's
know.
not part of the cultists. It's not part of the plot. It's just
Like I said,
a ghost.
it's like I said, it's all you can hope for at best is a 50-50 against something that's like supposed to be able to
And-
take on the PCs by itself.
And then it does 53 points of damage with its touch attack.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It rolled
I
a
can't handle that.
17
Even Raz wouldn't
on the
would
die.
have trouble handling that for very long.
Like I said, a banshee is an overstated monster.
I mean,
It's one of those
defenses
monsters that,
are
like-
pretty minimal other than its incorporealness, but
I mean,
yeah,
incorporeal
it
is
hits
all
like
the
a
defense it
punch.
needs.
Yeah.
Well,
the amount of
okay,
damage
let's
it
say it has
does.
100 hit points. If it's incorporeal, it effectively has 200 hit points.
It's 161
Unless
hit
you are
points.
oh, so it has 300 hit points. Unless you're
Effectively.
geared towards fighting it.
I'll be right back.
The main thing that defeats a banshee is if you're somehow immune to negative energy.
Yeah, that's right. So
Death
as
Ward
was
completely
said,
stops it.
as was said a couple of times, if we knew it was coming up and what it was,
Oh yeah, then we can prepare for it.
we could prepare for it.
Yep.
But
It's
There's
an
nothing
overstated
that really,
monster.
like, prepares you for it. And like now that I'm
Right.
looking at it, I'm like, that's kind of true. There's nothing really like in your path that like warns you about this room.
The only thing they had in there was the fact that you open the door and look in, and it's all like dusty and like clearly nobody's been in there, which
Right.
maybe could have tipped you off to be like, let's not go in there. The
what
cultists
party
aren't
is
going
going
in
to say, hey, it's a dusty room, they don't go in here, let's not go in here?
Let's go explore.
Yeah.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what is the party
We
going
might
to
now. Now we will.
Right.
I mean, yeah, unless the game has like if the game master or the adventure has already, especially this late into the game, if they've already set an expectation, then you can get away with that sort of thing. But yeah, I definitely like. I agree. I don't like it.
The 140 point damage AoE moderately high fort save is also just sort of like, icing on the cake.
Oh yeah.
Your wizards are going to drop.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, the
Yeah, we
idea is that
shouldn't
you
have
stay
been
away from
food.
it, but they've made
or
they've
hear it.
made it spawn in a small, tight, confined space.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but if I was like outside up here,
'Cause you can
somewhere,
outrange it.
I should have been fine, right? Because it doesn't go through.
But then you're
walls.
effectively out of the combat because then you don't have line of sight to it.
For the first round, and that's what I thought. I thought about, it might.
Well, the
have
Banshee's will
Banshee.
persists.
I should, and yeah, so
Yeah,
I don't know
persists
exactly
for the
how
entire
it works.
round, and it's like a 40-foot radius Sonic. So as long
It
as
goes
you
for
you
hear
have to
multiple
make-
rounds.
Right.
Yeah, you have to
No,
make the
it's
as
save
long as you can hear
another
it.
Oh, I thought it was just a whole round, but yeah.
Okay, but I didn't roll my perception check to see if I could hear it though. Let's be real.
It doesn't matter. It's
That's right.
supernaturally loud.
Yeah, I'm
That's
kidding.
right.
I'm kidding.
Because that's how it works.
Wrong
with
group
I
Bob
did
low
perception, therefore it didn't happen.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I can't
Like
figure out.
basically,
good
this
six
is a
level spells,
40-foot radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you still on
I'm
the map?
assuming all those. I'm
Yeah,
assuming
yeah,
all
I
those
see, I
scorpion people are dead.
Oh yeah.
Anything that can hear within that radius, yeah, is subject to the whale. And the walls don't really matter here because, as we all know, sound travels, it bounces.
Wow. Oh, is it a spread or an emanation?
It's a radius burst.
It's a radius audible Sonic noise. It's a way.
Because remember, there's a difference between how things work in the game and how things work in real world. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yes,
getting
of
rules
course.
lawyery.
It's noise. As long as you
But
can
anyway.
hear it within the radius, it affects you.
Yeah.
It's
So if you have, if you know you're dealing with it, and you have like a cleric with the heightened spell metamagic feat, you can throw a heightened silence down, like a level 4
Oh.
silence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Although even then, that has a full round cast time, so you're gonna have probably one save to make.
Once
still.
more, it's one of those things where if you know it's there, there are hard counters that will shut it down completely. If you don't
Yep.
know it's there, it will wreck you.
Well, they also
take
screw
summon
you over
monster.
with
That
this
sounds fun.
curse here in that hallway where it's like you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
take penalties if you fail that curse. You know, and I guess the right pause kind of unnecessary. Now that I'm really looking at it, I'm just like, why?
I mean, it's also possible that the PCs just they make their saves and they just fight it.
Well, that was a DC 23 for that whale. And two
Oh,
of you
yeah.
guys
So we
rolled a
missed it by one.
22, yeah.
Yeah, we
hilarious.
literally
That's
both
why I
missed
double
that
checked
one.
with
If
you
we
guys.
had-
I
if
was
we
like,
had
22?
two more-
22? Okay.
If
Yeah.
we had two more living
Yeah.
people, we probably could have just, fought it down.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's rough.
But it's like
I almost
like a
tanked that whole hit too.
yeah, it's like a situation that like could have happened last night. Is if nobody made their saves, or if some people didn't make their saves, it would have completely changed the outcome of that
Oh.
encounter.
Yeah. That's true. We were rolling
fine.
pretty well.
Well, we made that. I was rolling terribly up until the one that mattered the most. So yeah.
I am quite amazed that I actually succeeded at that save, to be honest. I was fully expecting to keel over and die. It's a fortitude save.
Yeah.
But it wasn't poison, and it wasn't a curse,
No.
and it wasn't a disease.
No.
So I said, nope, don't want it.
Don't want it.
I figured I had a
Everything else is
pretty
fine.
good chance of avoiding it.
You would have actually survived the hit.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have died.
Not by much, but... And, I mean, it's terrible that Nero actually survived the hit. We just had no way of recovering him.
I actually wouldn't
Yeah,
have been
mildly
that close to
depressing.
death. Because I have that rage power guarded life. Whenever I do drop below 0, it converts any damage to non-lethal, and I get extra DR versus non-lethal, and I stabilize instantly. So I knew I wasn't going to die, but I could still be incapacitated.
It's one of those funky powers that if you get disintegrated, you don't.
Yeah. Well, no, not against disintegration. Disintegrate just says if you hit 0, you poof.
Right. But this converts it to non-lethal damage, right?
It does, but that doesn't overwrite disintegrate's condition of if they hit 0, then they turn to dust.
Yes. You will be turned to dust non-lethally.
I guess
You
so.
will still be turned to dust. It will just be in
Non-lethal dusting.
non-lethal fashion.
Oh God.
Unconscious dust.
Yeah.
Is it a well-rested dust?
Okay, so I know Sarenrae normally uses a scimitar, but what about a falchion instead?
Learn
I don't know
Summon
about that.
Monster 6. This sounds fun.
The
It's
falchion
like
is the weapon of a brute.
It's like
That's why a lot of
large
gnolls and
scimitar.
orcs use it.
Yeah.
And a falchion is it's one of the dual weapons of Lamashtu. Falchions and
Ugh.
kukris.
Yeah. Well, because I could just do a scimitar, but I'm looking at. Well, it might not matter. I wonder if I can take the thing. I'll have to look into if there's a way I can get the thing that gives me.
Let's see, how much damage can I do?
Yeah, it might not matter.
Oh yeah, secret. I need to update my resistance and invulnerability DR on Raz. So
Okay, so what do we... Do you want me to just modify what
they
we
just
got?
go up by 1.
So 6
Yeah,
fire,
6 fire
7
resistance, 7
DR.
DR. Yeah, and can you remove the sickened for me, please?
No, you're sick forever because your friends
You're
are
not-
I'm actually
dead.
immune to sickening.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I guess.
Yeah, while I'm raging, I'm immune to sicken.
clean up the combat tracker since
That
we're
Banshee
starting
mix
anew.
does make me sickened.
Yeah.
Not just mechanically.
Good news is Wizpops no longer has the wisdom drain.
Oh, yeah.
I
guess not.
He's still
It's
immune
true.
to
He had
disease though.
have
Let's see
restoration.
if I two-hand power attack,
Yeah.
and I have a lot
from the
on
mask.
reckless abandon now because of that
I think
headband.
the mask gets any more powerful. I think the more powerful was it. Plus, who's gonna wear the mask if we don't keep Wiz Pops? Let's be real. We meet
True.
some new allies.
maybe
Like,
no
yeah,
one.
sure, have this mask, wear it. Like,
Maybe
no
no
way.
one wears it.
Mm.
Maybe that's fine.
No, it's not fine. This mask is
Maybe that's fine.
amazing.
Everything's okay.
Ooh, yeah, I can plus 35. That's a pretty nice number. Ooh, that's some good damage.
Yeah, I don't know what spell to get. There aren't any arcane spells I can see that would do like the effect of a silence spell, but at a high level.
I'm almost getting to that point where like I can't miss even on low rolls.
I could cast a permanent enlarged person on you. I don't know if you'd want that,
A
but I'm
permanent
just saying
one?
I could do it. I'm just saying I could do it. It only costs like 2,500 to permanency an enlarge or reduce person.
It would give me a lot of benefits.
If you want it, I'd be down.
I
Might
wouldn't
ask
say
that
do
you pay for it
permanent,
yourself,
but casting it every now and then would be nice.
I don't know if I have those. I'm in my book.
Because I don't want to
Might
be
not.
big all the time. I need to be able to like fit
home.
through.
Isn't it?
Hello! What the fuck?
I can definitely
Yeah, I need to be able to
get
fit
some
through
enlarge and
quarters.
reduce persons if you want. Like that's
I thought
easy.
you meant as like a
First level
spell you just
spells.
always have.
No, I meant like I could permanency it.
No, I don't want to be permanently big.
As far as first level spells, I'm using Mage Armor twice, Ant Hall once, and then I could take out like Obscuring Mist and take and that's first level stuff though. I don't know. I might just learn this Chains of Light spell, write it in my book.
Okay, no, this is the way to do it. I'll just take this archetype. This is even better. I don't have to deal with spells. It replaces spellcaster.
Wait, are you taking the paladin thing I took, Pluto, on my first ever character?
I don't think so, because I don't think this existed back then. I think what you
Oh.
used was a third-party thing back in the day.
Did I? I might have. Are you doing? Wait, you're not doing the what is it? The charisma paladin or whatever it is? That
Well,
one?
paladins are charisma.
Or sorry,
So,
wisdom
I mean,
paladin.
I
There's
guess.
something that changes their spell casting to be like a different attribute.
Oh, I'm definitely not doing that because I gave up
Okay.
spellcasting.
You're getting rid of it.
I'm getting
And
rid
you're
of
not
it.
doing the one that's like your sword is super strong, or are you? I guess maybe all of them do that.
Well, I am getting that. The biggest thing that this does is I get to do the Sacred Weapon War Priest thing, where I get to use the dice table for that,
Oh damn!
and not have to use the crappy little 1d6 that a scimitar gets. I can be like, I roll, whatever it is instead. I don't know where the table is, but
Yeah, it's gonna be.
like
It's on the
1D.
main War Priest page. It's gonna be
It's like 1d10 or
You
something
don't
like
or
that.
you don't want a
2d6
scimitar?
at this point.
Oh, I am using a scimitar, but I get to do
Okay.
1d10
He just
with
wants
it
bigger
instead.
dice for it.
I want bigger
Oh,
dice.
phew. Well, then just use a greatsword.
No.
But that's not a scimitar.
What's the favorite weapon?
Well,
of
you
your
don't have
deity,
to
though?
use the favorite weapon of your deity.
You already poo-pooed me talking about using a falchion, so.
Well, yeah, because that's Lamashtu based. You might as well just use a
Okay.
greatsword.
Well, I'm using a scimitar.
Yeah, I think this will be fine. I like this. Ooh, interesting. Maybe I use 2 scimitars. No, probably not.
Yeah, do it.
Dervish.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dervish.
2-weapon fighting with Smite
could.
Evil.
It would be really powerful if you can actually hit with both. If you can actually.
Well,
with
when
both
you have the
attacks.
bonuses that Smite Evil gives, it becomes more plausible.
Yeah. Well, the main.
Smite Evil is huge.
Yeah, the main
It
issue
is.
you'll have is that you don't have like the ranger ability to cheat on the ability score
On the
prereqs
dex ability, yeah.
for 2-weapon fighting feats. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be
that's
really
right.
hard to pick those up.
But you
Unless
could
I guess
do it with a belt, right?
um
Get a 4 strength
it-
2 dex belt or 2 dex 2
Yeah.
strength belt.
maybe, or I could alternatively just go pure dex based, and that would do it too.
Yeah.
If you want to actually try and do that, then just use a
The
bow.
good thing is that in this AP,
Smite
I don't
Paladin
think there's
bow.
going to be any, like... There's always going to be an abundance of evil things, because undead are kind of a theme here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the 2-weapon.
You know
There
what
have been
I
some
think?
really
I
tough
think we need to fight
encounters
more mummies.
in,
Where are all the mummies at? I want more mummies.
They're somewhere.
Secret.
You
I
can't
mean-
make demand.
Says the person who's immune to disease. Which actually is mummy rot. Is that a curse, not a disease? I don't know.
It's a curse and a disease.
It's both.
Oh, perfect.
Ah, man, you know what? I remembered I wanted to take Fearless Rage at this level. But now I want Ghost Rager too.
I decided I'm not learning any more 6th level spells. I'm just gonna prepare 4 disintegrates every day.
It's a hard decision.
Nothing can go wrong with this plan. I need a way to like hit with it without necessarily casting True Strike first. That's all. I have an additional Quicken True Strike now at least, so I get 2 of those a day.
Why does weapon trick one-handed weapons have a trick that lets you do a bunch of different maneuvers, and then it has another trick with more prereqs that lets you do that specifically lets you do a disarm maneuver under the same exact conditions, but it's just harder to get. Like, I don't get it. Maybe they came from different books? No, it says they're both. It says it's all from Weapon Master Handbook. Why is this a thing? What's going on here? Okay, so they have weapon trick, one-handed weapons, freehand combat maneuver or freehand maneuver. Only a prereq base attack +6 as a full round action. Oh, the other one's a standard action. Okay, never mind. I answered my question. I just had to. I learned how to read all of a
There
sudden.
we go.
And I figured it out.
So secret. I make a clone of Whiz Pops, and it's going to grow over the next 2d4 months.
Okay.
So it'll grow over the next 5 months.
What's that gonna do for you?
We finished the AP before it finishes growing.
It might, but if
unless we die again. If we die
deactivated
again,
when we
and it
got
takes
the
like
scroll,
3 months
maybe.
to get out, right? It takes us like a few months to get out of wherever we're at. Instead of paying
It
to
could
resurrect
happen.
Whiz Pops, you just be like, okay, well we wait for his clone to grow, and I'll tell Raz.
No,
and
your
Nemetex
clone has
where
to.
the clone is.
Your clone has to already be done growing before you die for it to work.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure. I could be
I'm trying
wrong.
to read that. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's how it works.
You know what? I think I am gonna take Fearless Rage. Ghost Ranger is really good against this Banshee, but you know what would also suck is if I get hit by its stupid touch and then I start cowering in fear.
Cowering, yeah.
Then I do no damage.
This says when the clone is completed, the original soul enters it immediately if that creature is already dead. So that's kind of implying that I can die, then the clone can complete, and then my soul enters it.
That's right. But that'll be 4 months later, whenever it.
Right. So as long as my soul doesn't get like soul trapped or something, it should be fine. And I can actually
Okay.
cast like a permanent soul vault or whatever to protect my soul if I want. And what exactly that does.
I could take combat expertise, but do I actually want to take combat expertise? Or would I rather just take dirty fighting? Be the dirty fighty paladin? I don't know. Very silly.
Yep, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make my barbarian immune to like so many different conditions so I can just keep fighting. Because right now, with my rage powers, while I am raging, I am immune to nauseated, sickened, shaken, and frightened.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good. But not immune to Wail of the Banshee.
I can survive it. I can take a hit though.
And yeah.
I have 149 HP at the moment, so I could take one full hit.
I guess I need to increase my... And like I said, at 15th level, which is a long ways away, but at 15th level, Whiz Pops would literally be able
jeez.
to be like, I use a point of my 13-point pool, and I take half, or I get to re-roll for advantage. And take the... Or
Okay,
actually, it's
well,
not advantage.
I mean,
take the second result,
That's
whatever.
3 levels
If-
away.
If it fails, I use another point, and I sacrifice a prepared spell slot, and reduce the damage by like 60-something damage.
Well, I
It's
hope that
insane,
I hope
but
that
it's so far
I hope that we're all
away.
still around. Yeah, for level 15.
It's so far away. I'm like, damn, I need that now. Like, why can't that be when I'm actually fighting the thing? I need
Barring
it
any
for?
more banshees. Just come in prepared to fight the banshee.
Yeah. I
We'll
have
put Death Ward on the people.
like
and
the
then we'll
mask
kill
lets
it.
me cast Death Ward once a day. I just didn't know we were fighting a banshee, and I've been saying let's rest. But then like we're like, oh, it's an empty room, it's fine. Oh wait, no, there's a banshee. Oh god. Like I should have just pieced out. Next time I will. Like I was honestly considering dim-dooring Layla and I out of there rather than doing what I did. But I'm like, oh, if I
That
can
probably
paralyze
would have
it-
been the right move.
I'm like, if I can paralyze it, then it can't take its action.
Well,
I just
have
didn't know it was
Death
gonna
Ward,
get a
so-
40 on a 20.
Okay.
Oh yeah, if you'd
will
made the
save.
if it failed its save, then we're able to get away, no problem.
Well, if it fails its save, we can coup de grace it because it's paralyzed.
Oh, it's
Well, it's
undead. It's incorporeal.
It's incorporeal. You
Can
need
you not
ghost touch
coup de
to do
grace
that.
corporeal?
If you have a ghost touch,
Well,
you
I
can.
can coup de grace it. I can coup de grace it. my
But
staff.
You have
since
Ghost
it's-
Touch.
But
I
even
can give my staff
then,
ghost touch.
even then, you have to have your
It's
crit
not
do enough
good.
damage to kill it because it's not gonna.
Yeah, no, it's not
It's
good,
not gonna
but
die
I
from
can
the
do
fourth
it.
save. But yeah, sure.
Okay, but we could at least paralyze it and then left.
Yes.
So that was my decision: was try and paralyze it, and we either try and kill
Although
it
what if-
and
could've
we have
I guess
another round,
If
or we
if
all
we
peace
played it by
out.
the book at that point, it follows us throughout the entire dungeon for always and eternity. So. I guess then we
So
just
my idea
enact
was-
move it around the whole dungeon and have it kill everything for us. plan.
Yep, basically.
Which
So,
would have
so
been
my plan though is
hilarious, but would have
I
taken
could have done
forever.
it twice though. I could have given us, if it failed its save, I could have given us 2 additional rounds to try and kill it where it's paralyzed, right? Because I paralyze it. It's its turn. It's paralyzed. Then everyone else goes in the party, can do damage, and then I paralyze it again because I'm at the bottom of the round. Like if we had 2 more rounds to kill it, we might have been able to. But I should have Zimdor this out. So I was like, I don't want to. The other thought I had was to put a wall of force between us, but I don't know if that would have blocked the sound. And also it traps our allies in there, and I wouldn't be able to dismiss it.
Well,
Take fleeting spell.
I mean, it would do something to
dismissible?
impede the sound, but not completely.
It might be actually.
But then also the Banshee can just like it can go through another
around.
wall that's not the Wall of Force.
Oh yeah, but it was all about
Yeah.
like the Wail of the Banshee is what I was gonna
Now,
up for.
this is a higher level spell, but if you had Force Cage, you could trap the Banshee. Because that puts walls on every side of it.
Wall of Force is not dismissible.
Resilient Sphere could work too, right?
Yeah, like Resilient Sphere, if you catch it in the sphere, that can hold
Yeah.
a ghost, because it's force.
Yep. Which I actually
And would
technically
prevent
could've
any effect
done.
from... Yeah.
I could have done Resilient Sphere with Shadow Evocation.
Man, I liked doing that back on my Wizard in Rise of the Rune Lords, because I remember I was doing that.
Yeah.
I was trapping people in bubbles.
Yep, and you can use them defensively too, and like put them on your own allies too. Like, hey, don't
Yep.
dodge this. Just let me put the bubble around you, protect you.
Resilient
It's-
Sphere looks really cool.
Yeah,
It's a
standard
very good
action,
utility spell.
So it's not like Emergency Force Sphere. You can just throw it up. Oh God, I'm about to die. But like, yeah, you can use it as a utility spell to protect your allies still as a standard action if you foresee.
Oh,
Like,
wait,
if there's
what
somebody
piece
that's
isn't a
out of
standard action? All
position.
these are standard actions.
But then there's the even cooler Force Sphere called Telekinetic Sphere, which you can move it around.
Yes. It becomes
So
a big
you-
hamster ball.
Yep, you put yourself and your allies within the telekinetic sphere, and you just like transport yourself across like
Alright, that's
rivers
8th level.
and things, and it's awesome.
Okay, so Force Cage is 7th, Telekinetic Sphere is 8th, Resilient Sphere is 4, and then Wall of Force is what I have. It's 5. Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
It says spells cannot pass through the Wall of Force, so I assume that includes Sonic spells.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm taking this
should've put up the
Smite
Wall of
Evil
Force.
Magic. This is definitely something I am on board for.
What is it?
Okay. You may expend a use of your Smite Evil class ability to perform a Sunder combat maneuver against an ongoing spell effect created by an evil creature. For any effect other than one on a creature, the CMD equals 15 plus the effect's caster level. When sundering an
So you can
effect
break
on a
that
creature,
blue lightning thing.
use the creature's, so if it's on it, use their CMD plus 5, ignoring any mischance caused by a spell or spell ability. If successful, you suppress the effect for 1d4 plus 1 rounds, and if you exceed the CMD by 10 or more, the effect is dispelled. If an evil outsider, evil dragon, or undead creature created the spell, add your charisma bonus to your combat maneuver check. I don't know if it's actually good though.
Smite Evil Magic.
I'd have to like
Break that blue lightning-y wall thing that was blocking us from where we think is the boss room.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah?
Assuming it was evil.
True.
It's pretty tough to hit, but because the CMD is 15 plus the effect's caster level,
Alright, I need to
as
finish my
opposed to
level
like
up.
10
I have
plus
some
the caster
skills and
level. But
things.
then again, you can get a lot more bonuses to your
You
Sunder.
get an attribute point, guys. Attributes, yeah.
You do get an attribute point. Yep.
Okay, so everything that's 11 turns into a 12.
Oops, I made a
From the
boo-boo.
mask. So that 1, 2, 3 points from the mask. Skill ranks are so complicated.
I had more gold than I thought I did.
Okay, I'm taking that.
20 ranks
They're
are
not
coming...
complicated.
Wait, no. 2, 12, 16 ranks come from my headband, which means I have 6 more points left to use. Okay. Could learn some more languages. I could just put 6 points in linguistics and learn 6 languages. That's realistic, right? When I died, I learned languages and came back.
Oh, well, okay. Here we go. So I could combine. There's a combo here. I could take Adept Champion as well with this Smite Evil Magic. And with Adept Champion, when using your Smite Evil class feature as a swift action at the start of your turn, you can forego the bonus on damage rolls and instead gain half that bonus as a bonus on combat maneuver checks against the target of your Smite. I don't know how exactly how that works, though. I guess it would work as long as the effect was on the thing you were trying to smite. Because if you're doing it
I
on
put
an
6
effect
points
that's
in
not on them,
perception.
then it might be worth doing, because I was thinking of doing some combat maneuver stuff anyway. Might be worth taking it. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too cute here, and I should just take more normal stuff.
I think I'm leveled
That might be the way to do it. just play normal paladin.
I don't think I get anything wizardy. for
Yeah,
this
I'm leveled
level
up too.
I need to go check everything, but I'm pretty sure
I
Hall of Necromancer
not even
was
know
15th
making my
level.
character, so but making a level 12 character from scratch takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I mean, I
didn't
can
wanna
make
do.
one really quickly, but I want to make sure I spend enough time where I'm not like,
Oh yeah, take
oh
your
god,
time.
I fucked up on this character. So I don't want to. I'm trying to put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, I do.
And honestly, I don't know. I would like the ability to like change my mind before the next session if I realize an oversight.
I mean, we haven't met your character, right? So if you
Don't
decide instead of
make
making
your
a paladin,
token,
you want to
just-
make a.
I mean, if you want, go to I don't know. Pluto can give you the link. I don't know them.
Or would
Go
you rather I
to-
just send it to you then?
Token stamp. Here, let me give you a
Token
link to
stamp.
token stamp. I will put it
Just make
in
sure
my
it's square
ventrilo
border.
comment.
Don't make it too thick. Just standard.
Go to that and put your whatever image you want to use on
Make it a
there
circle border.
onto there. Don't make God no, don't do it. You'll be we will have to exile you from the group. Actually, circles are fine, but you know everyone's using them.
No.
We do that in Strange Aeons, we're circle tokens, aren't we?
Matt still has a circle token in Mantis's game, right? Or did he change?
Oh, he's not in Mantis's game, but yes, he was using a circle token. in
Back
that.
when he was. Well, and
Yes,
and you know why he's no longer in Mantis's game now?
exactly, because he had a circle token.
Because he
and
had
we
the
kicked him out.
circle. Exactly. Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah.
get out of here. You are not one of us. You will never be one of us.
Ooh, secret. When are we resuming session? Let me rephrase. In-game time. What in-game time are we at for the beginning of next session? Like, would my staff be done? Would I be done crafting it yet, or is that going to be like later?
I mean, how much time did you need? I don't have the info.
So Wizpop's got resurrected, and there's 3 weeks left for the crafting.
I mean, essentially, you guys can go anytime you want.
So my question is Wizpops would like to, he wants to get revenge, but he also wants to finish his staff before going to get revenge.
If your party lets you do that, yeah. There's no.
Okay, is the party okay with that?
For crafting for 3 weeks?
For 3 weeks, yeah. It might even be less than that, because I'll make double progress.
If you think
If
that's what
I,
we need to
am not
beat
adventuring.
this, yeah, to go back, then Raz will trust you. You're
It'll
the
make me a
authority
lot
on
more
all things
powerful.
magical.
Yeah, I need to maybe double check. Because I think the 3 weeks was if we're adventuring. And I'm raising the DC by 5. It halves and then doubles the time. But if we're not adventuring, then it might just be 1.5 weeks. Which I think is plenty of time for us to, like, you know, meet, recover from being dead, meet some new people to go with us, and then we head out. I think that makes sense. So if that's the case, then I'm gonna go ahead and put my staff on my character sheet.
All right, Secret. There you go. I sent all stuff to you in Discord.
All right.
And for flavor, I'm including some of the things we had obtained through our travels, monsters we had killed. Some of that will be flavorfully included on the staff.
Cool.
Put that in the description once I write that up. I have so many things. I have like some rock feathers. I have some pelts, which I don't know. The pelts probably aren't going to go into the staff. Some talons, yeah, from the Dragones.
I could put 1 level into Oracle and take the life spirit, right? Or whatever, life bond.
You're gonna do that.
No.
Don't be
Actually,
the
you
dumb
can.
paladin that life bond Healy thing.
I think you actually need a few more than 1 level though, because if you just have 1 level, you can only life bond 1 person.
I have a
But
spell
no,
that
I'm
may
not doing
make Raz get really confused and terrified.
Oh yeah.
Flame blade.
No, that's too easy. No, I got. Let's see, where is it? Healing flames. I'm healing, but it's fire. What do I do?
Heal with fire.
Yeah.
I would be very skeptical at first.
Yeah, you unleash a blast of holy flames that washes over all creatures in the area in a glorious display of divine power. This deals damage to evil creatures and heals good creatures in the area.
Crazy. The funny thing is that I am naturally resistant to fire, but it is still it still makes me think about the times when faithful of Sarenrae were at war with my people. Just, you know, like he recognizes that a lot of the things that his friends and buddies did were bad, but he still feels like killing them with fire is a little unnecessary.
Would be funny to have a gnoll that focused on fire healing stuff. That would really
At least one from
confuse
this
him a little
region.
bit more.
Because Raz is from whatchamacallit, the Brazen Peaks, which is more in Katapesh.
Interestingly, but because I'm a paladin and I'm not neutral good, I can't take the Sarenrae's divine fighting technique feat because it requires you to be neutral good. So I don't get to do the thing where I can like do non-lethal damage.
Oh, the only reason you can't take it is because you're a paladin.
Basically, because I'm a paladin, I have to be lawful good, even though Sarenrae's neutral good. So because of that, I can't take the.
What's this divine fighting technique?
So Sarenrae's divine fighting technique lets you do. The initial benefit is you take no penalty on attack rolls when you're using the scimitar for non-lethal damage. And you can even convert. You can even convert like flaming, the flaming special property, for example, and things like that to non-lethal, even though normally you can't do it.
Okay. I'm not feeling.
Man, I would
so
just
good
hand
all
wave
of a
that as the
sudden,
DM.
So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream.
Okay.
I'll leave.
Thank you,
Fantasy
Secret.
Grounds
Wait, we were
open.
on stream that whole time?
Yeah.
So there's just
Oh,
2
geez.
hours of us, like, not playing the game and just, like,
Yeah.
whining and, like,
Yeah.
slogging through this?
3 hours. Yes.
Yeah. Jeez. I'm gonna go rewatch that VOD later.
Yeah, who watches that?
Oh yeah.
Ow.
Probably no one watches that particular episode. They probably you put a little notation or annotation on the video and say, yeah, this just skip to the next video, guys.
No, they can make that judgment themselves.
They could suffer with through it themselves.
Just like that
Guilty.
room, there will be no warning until they start watching it and suddenly realize
Ah, yeah.
what just
Oh,
happened.
boy.
What just happened?
How did I lose
just
3 hours
witness
of my
3
life
hours
to
of
this?
talking? What?
Yeah, if for whatever reason, like, someone is watching this, and they're like, I gotta go to the bathroom, but they leave the stream on or whatever, they come back and we're not talking anything about, like, what, like, is going on in the game. They're like, what just happened? And basically within, like, 5 minutes, yeah, the game got derailed.
Well, we did talk about the Banshee quite a bit during all that conversation, so I think they'd figure it
Yeah.
out. But yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna peace out.